Righty. Come on in. Come on in. Yes, All-Star game is fixing to start from Funnel. They're streaming it. We still got a few minutes away till kickoff. I'm Matt Stats.
Representing Coach Benard Blackwell, number 33, Gregory Smith, a linebacker from Yazoo City, coached by Justin Washington, number 40, Maurice Booker, a defensive lineman from West Point, coached by Brett Morgan, number 41, Marvian Houghton, a linebacker from Tupelo, coached by Ty Harden, number 42, Jamal Jeffries.
I know some fans were asking about that.
A linebacker from Kosciuszko, coached by Casey Orr, number 43, Ricari Covington. A linebacker from Northside, representing Coach Tavares Johnson. Number 45, Xavier Thomas. A defensive lineman from Madison Central, representing Coach Toby Collins. Number 48, Stephen Jacobs. Defensive lineman from Yazoo County, coached by Jermaine Dobbs. Number 50, Marlon Jones. A defensive lineman from New Hope, representing Coach Alan Glenn. Number 51, Micah Butler. Defensive lineman from Grenada, coached by Michael Fair. Number 60, Quan Bland.
Because it's not for sure. But
a defensive lineman. Offensive lineman from Oxford, coached by Chris Cutliff. Number 62, Malcolm Burnett. An offensive lineman from Kosciuszko, coached by Casey Orr. As number 63, Jeremiah Winter. Offensive lineman from West Point, coached by Brett Morgan. Number 65, Aiden Brooks.
Once the game starts, I'm going to step away.
Offensive lineman from Madison Central, representing Coach Toby Collins. Number 71, Marcus Johnson. Defensive lineman from Louisville, representing Coach Tyrone Shorter. Number 72, Cameron Skeen.
I'm assuming you can hear the
defensive lineman from Noxubee County, coached by Teddy Young. Number 74, Chad Wyndham. Defensive lineman from Tupelo, coached by Ty Harden. Number 75, Donovan Hawkins.
What a great football season.
Tight end from Germantown, representing Coach Russell Mitchell. Number 80, William Harris. Defensive lineman from South Panola, representing Coach Brooks Oakley. Number 81, Jonathan Wright. Wide receiver from Lake Cormorant, representing Coach Nick Nestor. Number 82, Tylen Matthews. Wide receiver from Warren Central, coached by Josh Morgan. Number 83, Michael Hall, a wide receiver from East Webster, representing Coach Ron Price. Number 85, Kendrick Potts, a tight end from Holmes County Central, representing Coach Marcus Rogers. Number 86, Julius Mathis, wide receiver from North Panola, representing Coach Richard Russo. Number 88, Marco Goings Jr., offensive lineman from Starkville, representing Coach John Carr. Jason Posey, linebacker from Ridgeland, representing Coach Todd McDaniel. Nigel Lockett.
Have any questions, comments?
Managers for the North All-Stars, Hayes Monfort from Starkville and Gunnar Duncan from Ripley. Head coach of the North All-Stars from East Webster, Ron Price. Assistant coaches from Amory, Brooks Dampier.
X or YouTube.
From Shannon, the scout coach from Ripley is Josh Davis. Administrative coach is Huff Ladner. Athletic trainer from Mississippi Sports Medicine, Elite Physical Therapy, Stephen Bush. And now introducing your South All-Stars. An athlete from Hancock, representing Coach Michael King, Kason Keenan. A wide receiver from League Central, representing Coach Sharon Gideon. Number 1, Tylen Fortune. An athlete from Ocean Springs, representing Coach Jake Bramlett. Number 2, Cheryl Whitehead. A tight end from Brandon, representing Coach Eugene Clinton. Number 3, Reese Quinn. A defensive back from Brookhaven, coached by Darian Dorsey. Number 4, Eddie Ratliff Jr. A running back from Terry, coached by Chris Thigpen.
Post your comments, questions,
Number 5,
what you want.
Rondé Baker.
Appreciate everybody joining us.
A wide receiver from Pearl River Central, coached by John Feaster. Number 6, John Feaster Jr. Running back from Oak Grove, representing Coach Drew Causey. Number 7, Chevelle Williams Jr. A wide receiver from Columbia, representing Coach Chip Bilderback. Number 8, Clydarian Peters.
I'll be watching, though.
A defensive back from Heidelberg, representing Coach Daryl Carter. Number 9, Lathan Gavin. A linebacker from Quitman, coached by Joshua Fulpus. Number 10, Vitavius Deer. A defensive back from Union, representing Coach Jordan Wren. Number 11, Zy Buckley. Quarterback out of Gulfport, representing Coach Blake Pennick. Number 11, Zy Buckley. Correction, number 12, Parker Nettles. A wide receiver from Pascagoula, coached by Lewis Sims. Number 14, DeLast Nunry. A quarterback from Pearl, represented by Coach Patrick Schooler. Number 15, Jack Durr. A defensive back from Quitman, coached by Joshua Pulfus. Number 18, Samaj McKenzie. A defensive back from Taylorsville, coached by Adrian Agee. Number 20, Demarian Booth. A defensive back out of Natchez, representing Coach Stephen Davis. Number 21, Kyron Johnson. A running back from Perry Central, coached by Nick Griffin. Number 22, Cephas Pruitt Jr. A linebacker from Northwest Rankin, coached by Devin Cooper. Number 23, Ruben Bilbrew. A linebacker out of St. Martin, representing Coach Woody Cagnolati. Number 30, Yusef Colding. A linebacker from Brookhaven, representing Coach Darian Dorsey. Number 31, Darrell Washington. A linebacker out of Biloxi, representing Coach Jamie Dubose. Number 33, Jaquan Thompson. A defensive lineman and long snapper from Union, representing Coach Jordan Wren. Number 40, Aiden Davis. Defensive lineman from Franklin County, coached by Jonathan Brooks, is number 41, Jamal Flowers. Defensive lineman out of Oak Grove, coached by Drew Cosby. Number 42, Edward Ruffin. Defensive lineman from Picayune, coached by Cody Stogner. Number 45, Javen Bolden. A linebacker out of South Pike, representing Coach Tyrone Bernardo. Number 48, Micah Nickerson. A defensive lineman from Terry, represented by Coach Chris Thigpen. Number 50, Amari Whalen. A defensive lineman from D'Iberville, coached by Josh Ladner. Number 51, Caleb Estrada. A defensive lineman from Summerall, representing Coach Drew Granger. Number 52, Talik Parkman. Offensive lineman from Terry, coached by Chris Thigpen. Number 60, Nathan Kelly. Offensive lineman out of Brandon, coached by Eugene Clinton. Number 61, Roman Lister. An offensive lineman from Ocean Springs, representing Coach Jake Bramlett. Number 63, Cohen Myers. An offensive lineman from Hazelhurst, representing Coach Jesse Anderson. Number 64, Raheem King. An offensive lineman from West Jones, coached by Corey Reynolds. Number 70, Savion Keys. An offensive lineman from Pearl, representing Coach Patrick Schooler. Number 71, Reed Taylor. A 6'7" offensive lineman from Niawaya, representing Coach James Courtney. Number 72, Grant Kitchens. An offensive lineman from Brandon, representing Coach Eugene Clinton. Number 74, Aiden Newell. A kicker from Ocean Springs, coached by Jake Bramlett. Number 80, Peyton Williams. A wide receiver from Seminary, coached by Mitch Evans. Number 82, Matthew Barnes. A wide receiver out of Pass Christian, representing Coach Jeff Stockstill. Number 83, Dwight Thomas. A tight end from Columbia, representing Coach Chip Bilderback, is number 84, Drew Bilderback.
Appreciate
a kicker
it.
from Summerall, representing Coach Drew Granger, is number 86, Wyatt Jones. Wide receiver from Forest, coached by Tobias Lofton. Number 88, Xavier Kincaid. And not forgetting a linebacker out of Fort Forest, coached by Tobias Lofton. Number 43, Gregory Keaton.
A lot of
managers for the South All-Stars from Northwest Rankin is Blake Bartlum and Mickey Valadez from West Jones. Head coach of the South All-Stars out of Terry is Chris Thigpen. Assistant coaches, Tobias Lofton from Forest, Nick Griffin from Perry Central, Cody Stogner out of Picayune, Josh Pulfus from Quitman, Antonio Benson from Terry, Jordan Wren from Union, the scout coach from Natchez, Steve Davis, administrative coach from Gulfport is Justin Jones, athletic trainer from Mississippi Sports Medicine, Elite Physical Therapy, Eric Haver.
I mean, a lot of coaches, and I mean, it's a big game.
There you have it. The players and the coaches who are going to make up this
players will get offers after this game.
Annual
They've done it in the past. Last week,
between the best of the South and the best of the North high school players.
When he was supposed to play in this game,
we'll take a
moved up to
timeout.
Mississippi Alabama game, and he
back
made most of it
here in
MVP.
Gulfport in a moment.
So
At C-Spire,
yes,
we've never waited on the future. We've built it.
Bringing his game.
By harnessing the power
Again, it is in
of advanced
Gulfport.
technology.
And any questions or comments,
we all live and work.
the host I'm
Elevating
going
connected
to
living.
mainly
Accelerating
showing
tomorrow's business
walk,
growth.
come on,
And leading the AI revolution. All while staying true.
Parker Nettles is playing. Jason
Think
Canon,
we're done?
Hancock.
Just wait.
I mean, we've got a whole list.
C-Spire.
I posted the
Customer
current
inspired.
list on our Facebook page for those who are watching on X. And
How are you guys getting service
I
out
do
here?
have.
We're on Cricket 5G.
Not the North.
It's blazing
Nothing against
fast.
the North. I have the North roster on there, but
Yeah.
again,
Join
you have
Cricket. Reliable
Hancock
coverage nationwide.
on Sherrod Whitehead from
Ooh,
Ocean Springs.
selfie.
John Feaster, his son, John Feaster Jr. They're
Cricket,
6'3",
go from
185.
to
Who's there playing? Parker Nettles, I mentioned.
get a single line
D.
with
Nunnery,
nationwide 5G for just
Patrick
$35 a
Gula,
month. Woo!
St.
Smile.
Martin,
You're on Cricket.
Joseph Colding, the linebacker, 6'3", 202. Coach Woody there coaching him. John Thomas, Biloxi. Of course, Biloxi, Coach DuBose just left there to go to a school in Georgia. If you're looking for a job, Picayune,
Mississippi
David
football
Boulder
families,
from
have you thought about
defensive
how you're
line,
going to
Taylor
tackle
Estrada
student
from
loan debt?
D'Iberville.
Don't do it on your own. Pass the ball to
Meyer
State
from
Treasurer
Ocean
David McRae
Springs,
and his College
Ocean
Savings
Springs,
Mississippi
Peyton
team
Williams,
today.
the
With
kicker,
College Savings Mississippi,
Pastor Chan,
you
Dwight
can lock in
Thomas,
today's tuition rate,
and of course,
repay
I'm
college,
the
and avoid
head
student
coach
loan debt
there,
altogether.
Wagner
Don't
being
let your
one of them.
finances get
So,
sacked because you didn't invest in your child's education. Visit
I'll be back.
treasury.ms.gov/college savings to learn more today.
Mississippians love football, and our high schools in South Mississippi like Gulfport, Moss Point, and Ocean Springs stay connected with their students, parents, and community by live streaming events, including football through WSN Live. WSN Live provides your school with everything you need for professional and seamless live streams that are easy for students to run. And your fans can watch online from anywhere on any device. With WSN Live, your school gets the right gear, a rock-solid network, and game-time tech support. Learn more at WSNLive.com.
Assuming you guys could hear me, I'm not.
Welcome back to Gulfport. Russ Robinson along with Greg Flynn. And boy, we got a cast of folks handling this broadcast for us today. Like,
of course, Russ
Gross
Robinson
and
Friday night.
Alan Burford, Chris Saxton, and of course, our own Dr. Dave. We've got
What do you
Ty
guys think
Bailey
the score
on
is
camera.
going
We've
to be?
got we'll run the camera people later on. Don Barnes will be on the field. Don, you got us?
Post your predictions. Post
Hello.
your predictions on what the score
Hey,
is
bud,
going to be.
you got the shades working today. Sun must be pretty tough today.
Well,
And I will post
isn't
my
that great
score
that we have too
prediction.
much
How about that?
sunshine? I think that's a perfect thing. So game time kickoff, 63 degrees, and we got a slight wind out of the south with about 8 miles an hour. So I don't think that's going to be affecting much of anything, but an absolutely perfect conditions for football today.
And as you look at the field, Don, there's no sponginess or anything.
No.
I mean,
Don's got the good side here. He's got the south side where all the fans are. He's going to be covering the south for us. And Russ, who's over on the north side?
all right,
for
over
us?
on the north side is Mike Peterson. Mike, you got your ears on?
Ears are on. How's it up there in the press box?
We'd actually rather be down on the field today. It's so beautiful out there.
I tell you what, it is a complete 180 of what it was like here last year. You know, about 68, probably 70 degrees last year. Russ, what was it, about 30 with a wind chill of maybe
But
about
totally
25?
appreciate Everybody joining us from the north and the south.
Mike told me
Couldn't make
after
it
the
down
game,
to the
Greg, he
game.
goes, You know what, Russ? This has been a good
Friday Night
experience,
Lights
but I'm
for
not
streaming
sure
the
I'll
game.
sign up for another go at it. But
Yeah.
you got perfect conditions,
your
Mike, and you're
prediction?
over on the north side, and
I'm
as you look
fixing
in
to
the
post
stadium
mine.
over there, that's a lot of people that had to drive down from the north down to the coast.
Oh, not a bad contingent of North fans at all. I reckon the
Of course, that's
north-south
Milner
divided by
Stadium.
the what,
Gulfport plays.
I-20 corridor.
Yeah, I would
And
think
that
so.
was their last game.
So yeah,
Officially,
absolutely great
supposed to have a new
crowd for the
stadium on
north,
campus.
considering how far they had to
Will
drive.
be built in time.
Well, you've seen the
Still up for
players walking
discussion. They
around
said it
out
will
there.
be.
Are they got game face or are they pretty loose?
You know, it's all
Pretty
sorts of
loose
things
right
still
now,
going to
but
be
you can
played
bet
here.
when that
I don't think it's
ball's
going to be
kicked
played at
off,
Milner Stadium.
the facial expressions will change.
All right. Well, we'll be coming to you a good bit in today's game, Mike. We appreciate you handling the north, and back to Don Barnes on the south. Don, you've looked at the players. I would ask you: are they loose or are they game pace?
Everybody looks like they're really, really ready to play some football, but it is a casual atmosphere. Like you mentioned in pregame, this game is more of a camaraderie type of a thing. The All-Star game has got a rich history. Once an All-Star, always an All-Star. These guys are in a community of their own. And like you mentioned, the swapping of the decals on the helmets. These guys have done this not only with their own teammates, but also across the field with their opponents. So it's just a really cool atmosphere.
So
Yeah, it really is. Johnny Mims has done a great job.
Be it
with
on X,
this.
if you're
As
watching on
you see,
YouTube or on Facebook.
the South All-Stars with their back to you on the captains, Greg. Who are the captains for today's game?
They usually have a coin
We
toss
have
last night at
eight
Banquet.
out there. Mike
I was there one
Nickerson,
night to
number
change it up. It's been a while
74,
since
Aiden
I went to
Newell,
And they actually
number
did a coin toss.
52, Talik Parkman, and number 7, Chevelle Williams Jr. Over on the north side, let's see if we can make those out. I see number 51, and that is Micah Butler.
North is in the blue.
Number 0 will be
South
Mike
is in the red.
Johnson. I don't know if I can make out the 85 is LaKendrick Potts.
Everybody went to sleep right after Marina.
And 65, Aiden Brooks.
Kind of
And number 8,
You guys tell me if
Prentice
the
Court.
audio is okay.
Well, what a great honor it is to be chosen as captains in this game, huh?
So it looks like the South has won the toss, and they want football. It's an all-star game. They want football first.
They're not concerned about defense right now. They want to put points
Oh,
on.
they want to put some play in for this big
Oh,
South
sure.
crowd we have on this side. They want to get them engaged in this game early. And that band you hear, that is Terry High School that has made their way down here to Gulfport as they were the fan selection into this game. The Mississippi Association of Coaches did a fan vote to nominate the band that people want to see. And then they also did it for players as well. And we had the 2 players that were selected as fans votes is for the North, number 0, Mike Johnson from Germantown. And over on the South, it is the quarterback / athlete, Kason Keenan from Hancock.
So Casey could wind up anywhere on any position on this field today, basically, is what you're saying.
Absolutely, but man, what a season he had for Hancock. 2,300 yards passing, 1,500 yards rushing, and a total of 40 touchdowns.
Jonah Hartman out of Warren Central plays for Josh Morgan. Will be kicking it off.
It's like back deep we have number 2 and number 8 for the South.
That would be Sherrard Whitehead and also Eddie Ratliff Jr. He played on that state championship Brookhaven team. Here's the kick.
Oh, we start with an onside.
Oh my goodness, the North. I don't know if he tried to kick it that way.
What?
Oh, it was an onside to start it.
Looked like he kind of skipped.
The referees are still like
the South.
discussing maybe the
Said it
people
went
went
10
10 yards.
And the officials are talking about it right now.
Well, it had to go to the 50. If it made it to the 50, it's the North's ball, but it came up short, and it's the South ball.
No.
Oh, man.
Didn't quite go the 10 yards, but a
Oh,
beautiful
your prediction here, not
surprise
prediction
onside
here. I
kick.
have
Nearly worked.
the South
Well,
winning
Don
22.
mentioned there might be some trickery going on in this game. And we just the rest of this game is just like the opening.
No, who's
We
going to
got
come out
a
at
good one for you today.
quarterback?
Look at the size of the South All-Stars up front.
Oh, look at this number 72 certainly stands out in a lot of ways. That's Grant Kitchens from Nanawaya, 6'7", 315, and he's going to Southern
Nettle,
Miss next
that guy,
year.
and then Sherrard.
Parker Nettles will open the quarterback from the 50-yard line. Play fake. Hits his wide receiver, Tylen Fortune, out of Leake Central.
Leake County. Yeah, that's Tylen Fortune. I was talking to the quarterbacks before the game, and they said he is a great target, and he's going to be playing at Arkansas State next year, is Tylen.
So a pickup of some, I'm going to say 7 yards. It'll be 2nd down and 3 from the 43. And I'll hand it up right up the middle and nowhere to go. Thanks to number 41, Devarian Houghton.
That's
West Point.
Cheryl
Morgan.
Cheryl Whitehead from Ocean Springs, entertaining some of the coach folks with that carry.
So now,
Gerard.
They got Chevelle Williams back there.
We're going to turn over and look at the coaching staff. They have 3 wideouts to the right.
It's 4 down. Oh, he did get it. I'd say it's 4th down. I got to keep up.
One to the left. They'll hand
I don't
it
know what
straight
down
ahead.
it
He's
is
going to
now.
bounce outside, then bounce inside. I think he's going to be shy at the 1st down.
Yeah, 4th down, just about 2 yards they're going to need
Okay,
here.
they're going to go
as
for it.
Williams looked like he had a quick hold, but that closed quickly. And, of course, they're going to keep the offense on the field. It's an all-star game.
That's right.
Yeah, he's too long for a field goal, too
That's
short.
right.
You won't gain
So
much
the
if you don't get it.
South will bring in a few players, and Mr. Parker Nettles from Gulfport.
They're going to bring in that big tight end from Brandon Reese Quinn.
I have closing speed,
number
but
3.
Nettles. Oh, initial tackle made.
Let me tell you, I think Chevelle got it.
Over.
He heard, man. He got bounced around in there. That was a hard-earned 1st down.
Wow. I mean, and he did not have the 1st down, Greg, when he got it. He bounced off of that, and second effort got him the 1st down.
Saw that during the regular season. He's very elusive for Coach Causey up there at Oak Grove.
Parker Nettles is
20
signed
receivers
with
to the
Gulf
right,
Coast
nobody to the
NBC.
left. Parker
Double
Nettles will
committed.
set him down 1st and 10 from the north 39. There, oh, that one is intercepted. You're not going to catch him.
That's just a long
Kingston
throw around that left
Gregory
hand.
from Oxford.
Took forever to get over there.
Greg, he just ran
Nice
that all
read.
the way.
But he floated it out there. He'd have been better off throwing to the slot receiver, but he tried to float it out there, and that's a long throw for a high school quarterback. And Kingston Gregory read it
Don't have
perfectly.
replay. I don't know.
He, too, a wide receiver for Oxford, so he plays both ways. So he's got really good hands, and pick 6. How about that?
How about that? A pick 6 to kind of open this first quarter. There you get a look at him heading into the end zone. He
The
knew
whole
it.
replay. Yeah, it was just a long throw with that ball in
Kingston
that left hash.
Gregory
It go all the way
of Oxford.
outside
All right,
the
the point
numbers.
after coming up. Snap is down. The kick is up. He drilled that one. That is Braylon Spann out of Clinton. And we've got a 7-0 ball game. The North leading in on a pick 6. Back to Gulfport in a moment.
Oh,
How are you guys going
anyway, while they're at commercial. But yeah, that's not a great way to obviously start for the South getting the ball for the first time. I'm at the updates.
Pick 6 right there. And he's looking around, Greg, to see if there's anybody close to him. And there is not.
No, Kingston, very, very quick, and he is going to be playing at Old Dominion next season. Old Dominion, big winner in their bowl game earlier this week. So I'm sure those coaches are watching this game and saying, wow, okay, come on, Kingston. Come on, Kingston.
Come do that for us.
We can't wait to get you on campus.
All right. Kicking it off will
Nice
be
defensive
Jonah
touchdown.
Hartman. This time, no
foolishness.
onside kick. Yeah. Here's the return up to the 20, 25, and boy, a good open field tackle there. Today's game being brought to you in part by Hallmark Hyundai in Flowood. Also, Treasurer David McRae and his college savings program. And Cricket Wireless, they got all the plans and phones that you need. Cricket Wireless. Also, WSN Live streaming made easy.
All right, Russ, we're going to see a second quarterback on the roster now. It's Jack Durr out of Pearl.
You got to see him a lot this year.
I did. I'm glad he's playing in this game. It'll be a chance for him to really shine, try to make a name for himself with a lot of these JUCO offers on the table for himself.
Well, he's got 3 wide receivers to the left, 1 to the right. Here's the throw. It's a little high and incomplete. Boy, making sure that ball was not going to be intercepted was Preston Crump.
Tell you what, Russ, that was about to be the second pick six in about 10 seconds.
That's quick, Mike. That's quick.
Xavion Kincaid is 6'2", but that was too tall for him.
Second down, high snap. And got to be taken down from behind. Coming in and making that one is Prentice Cork out of East Webster, played for Ron Price. Ron Price is the head coach for the North today. Had a chance to talk to Coach Price on Friday night under the lights. Really, really good class guy. Great coach. Twin receivers both ways now. They lost about 3 on that play, so it'll be 2nd and 13.
3rd and 13.
3rd and 13. Back to throw. Running out of the pocket. And it's caught for the first down at the 45-yard line.
Matthew Barnes
What?
from Seminary.
A throw.
Big target,
And that was really the only way he's going to make it. The left-handed quarterback rolling to the left.
Time moving that pocket.
Right-handed quarterback rolling to the left. A little
Good
bit
job picking up that first
harder,
down.
but a nice throw and catch.
He might have to run it out of bounds, Greg, but he just let it fly.
Yeah, I thought he was throwing it away, actually.
But 7-0 North. So they are in the blue. The South is in the
Excellent
red.
job there by the receiver to come back and get that football.
3 wideouts to the right, 1 to the left. 1st and 10 for the South. They'll hand, nope, he's going to fake it. He's going to call his own number, and he's going to be taken down. Looks like a loss of about 4, maybe 5. And coming up with that tackle was Micah Butler out of New Hope, plays for Allen Glenn.
That's one of those things that Durr has done all year over there at Pearl, is that design quarterback run. Line not holding their blocks quite long enough to keep the 4-man front from coming to get him.
Yeah, and remember now, you cannot blitz in this game. Here's the snap. Durr to throw, caught and dropped.
Right in and out of the hands of Matthew Barnes. He made a great way to pick up that first down, but that one,
just like the high school championship
you're supposed to catch
you don't
that
see
one
players
right in the hands.
You hear about players being here on the coast. You don't see
down
these
for
players.
the South. They're
And it's great to see them.
needing to get
Not
on the
only in the
scoreboard
state
in this game as the North leads at 7-0 here in the first
Alabama
quarter.
and then this North and
Got
South.
13 yards to go.
Twin receivers both
And this game
ways.
is just as important, if not more than
Durr
this game.
pumps once, looks, wants to go deep,
Oh.
and it's knocked away. Nice defensive play there by Preston Crump.
Hey, Tony.
Yeah, Preston Crump out of
Yeah.
Corinth. Got himself
Which,
the ball in the wide
I was there,
receiver.
but I mean, I've been
He's
there
going
in
to be
the
going to
past.
Murray State next
Of course,
year
we had
as a racer.
some weather games
Preston Crump.
You know
that
what?
have
It's
been
amazing
crazy.
me
I
over
mean,
the
they even
past,
ran the
well,
clock
like 4 or
whole
5
game
years,
that
the
one
number
year
of
when it
kids
was
that have
muddy.
been
And,
signed by Mercer.
but they got
Yeah, they've really recruited Mississippi heavily.
an awesome
So 4th down, punting unit
Weather
is on. Good
game
snap.
today.
Pretty nice kick. Fair catch. No, he didn't make the fair catch signal, or he did. The official said it looked like you did. And so
It's going to be
it's gonna be dead.
LaKendrick Potts back there. Wanted to try to return that. The punter,
Tony wanted to.
that was Wyatt
Not fan of
Jones.
coach football. He always comment and bringing stuff.
Kendrick Potts is from East Webster. We just mentioned
No, that was Peyton Williams
Storyline.
that was back there
to receive.
kicking, was punting that ball.
Well, you know, we've got a roster and we've had some additions and some subtractions, and you've got
Both teams are carrying extra kickers all of a sudden, so we really got to pay close attention to who's kicking the football.
and extra quarterbacks. All right, so the North has it now.
King White.
It's the
Oh,
first time
razzle
North
dazzle.
has the ball on
King
offense.
wants to throw. He's got a man out there. It's caught. And he steps out at the 32-yard line.
That was a
Yeah,
little
well, how
end
is
around.
that?
That
Well,
was
if you just
Mike
joined it.
Johnson from Germantown that threw that
Parker
ball
Nettle.
as they give it to him on the flea
Sweet,
flicker.
Threw it to the
And
top
then he
side, a
threw the
long
football.
pass,
Good
was
completion
6-6.
there by
Well, they
Johnson.
got the 7 points, but this is their first
So you
possession.
got Johnson
on
and
offense
King White out there at
for
the same time.
Yep, those two Germantown Maverick white helmets.
Twin receivers both ways. 1st and 10 and caught at the 41.
I thought that was going to be kicked the way it was.
That one brought in by Jaden Tucker out of Holmes County Central.
You see the
He's
helmets,
going to
of course, they have,
Louisiana
just like the
Monroe.
Mississippi Alabama All-Star game, they trade logos and they stick them on their helmets. It's a nice tradition.
King has such a strong arm that he can complete those passes and get it right past the defensive backs.
He, of course, as you mentioned, played at Germantown. It's 2nd down now. We'll call it 6. King White steps up in the pocket, throws, has a man open, and it's incomplete.
That ball was deflected.
Yeah.
As the defense kind of dropped back. Had Potts open, but that ball was just deflected to change the rotation.
Boy, Potts is a good-looking athlete, isn't he?
Very,
wide receiver.
Very strong.
He'll come to the right side of the offense now.
He's got
I don't like this last game, but hey, we keep on going.
Twin receivers
Again,
both
we have
ways.
the Coast record book here in the middle of January. Some names added.
King White, play action. Looking,
not-
rolling, throwing, and it's incomplete. He did well just to get rid of that ball.
Yeah, he threw that fastball trying to hit Jeremiah Miller out of Choctaw County over there. Kind of slid over there out of the backfield.
So the North will be punting to the south.
Yeah, that was their first
and
possession.
Island Fortune is
North
one of
on
them going
offense.
back.
Yeah, this will be Jordan Gaskin out of East Webster doing the punting.
Also back for the South, Sherrard Whitehead. He's listed as the
Oh,
athlete.
stop. Sherrard
from Ocean
Whitehead back
Springs,
close
played
to
for Jake
spring.
Bramlett. Kind of a wobbly kick. Going to take a
He's
good
not getting
bounce, and it's picked up by Fortune. And I
Nice
guess you
run
could
back.
say his fortune was good.
Absolutely. He fielded that ball like a shortstop, like a pro.
He
Took off down the right sideline. Going to give the
is on there.
South
Yes,
really
he
good
did.
starting
If
field
they would have won,
position.
if they would have won
Today's
that
game
game,
being brought
Pop
to
would
you in
go
part by
because the
State Treasurer
records
David
do go all the way
McRae
to
and
the
his
state
Mississippi
championship game.
unclaimed
Football records.
money, and also MPB Think.
And I started a record book because there was no record book, in the state. I asked the state, "Do y'all have a record book?" No. But here's a book that somebody was selling, and I bought it. It's been over 10 years ago.
You're going back
And
to Nettles, Russ.
of course,
Good
it's a
quarterback.
book,
I
so
think
you're
you're
not
going to
going to
see
be able
that
to add to
every
it.
other
And it
every
has
other
individual
series.
records.
So Nettles
But I
back
just started
in there.
the Coach
Takes the
Football
snap.
record book for season
Little
stats.
flea picker and
Man, nice defense. That was a good play,
Boy,
but
the
nice
North
defense.
just closed so quick in the person of Gavin Pargo out of Aberdeen.
But I
Kravitz
started the
Williams.
record book and
Well, you
went
try
back
and get
to,
that
of course,
ball in
Max
the
Prep
hands
only
of a
goes to
playmaker
20,
like Whitehead, and on
2004.
that little hook and ladder.
And then that's not
good
100% because
discipline
some
and
teams don't
patience by
post
the
the records, and
North
it happens
defense
every
as
year when
they
I post a record
stayed at
book.
home and
Players or
minimized
family and
that
the coaches say,
actually
"Hey,
drove
this
for a
player's
loss
on
of
there."
2.
Well, I need proof. I just
We're gonna
can't.
change the play
Can't
here, and the right
somebody say,
receivers
"Hey, I
going to
had
change their
10
positions.
interceptions
Twins
in
to the top of your screen. Nobody
1975."
to the bottom on the
I
left.
need
Here's
some kind of proof
Nettles
to make it
handing
legit. I mean,
off,
okay, you got it.
and
What's
coming
the
up
name?
and
What year?
making that
No, I
tackle
can't
was
do that.
Prentice Cork out of East Webster.
And Maurice Booker out of Yazoo City, another loss of 1. So it's going to be, Russ, a long 3rd down and 14 now. Neither offense seems like they can get the motor running yet.
No, and I'm
But
going to
there is
go
a
down to Don
baseline
Barnes
for it. It's
after
like
this
field goals.
play.
Now, I don't.
So
One thing I
want
did
to ask him a
not
question
happen. I
about
didn't do total touchdowns, but I
these
did do
offensive and defensive lines.
touchdowns.
Here's
But
the snap,
main
low snap, but he got it.
stats.
In
for the record
trouble,
book.
rolling, looking,
That's Nettles.
and overthrows his man. Are we going to get a flag?
No.
Well, that ball was so far overthrown, they're going to get a penalty out there as number 83, Dwight Thomas from Pass Christian, was streaking out there.
All right, let's go down to Don. Don, you've got big kids in those trenches today. How does the offensive line for the South match up with the defense?
A lot of. I don't know if I'm on. There we are. Awful lot of.
But yeah, I have in fact, I printed it off.
Hang on, Don. Bobby Gross doing a little
updated
wizard
some of the
magic up
records.
here.
Yeah.
All right.
They got DK Wallace on the penalty on that last one, Russ out of Ridgeland, and he didn't argue with it too much.
All right, here's the snap. They're going to hand it off. Not much there. Boy, this North defense, Mike, they
Don't
are
post
quick.
anything.
They
Don't
recover
post anything
quickly.
on here. You get blocked,
Yeah,
get deleted.
Whatever pockets are being
That
opened
was
up by
Xavier
the
Thomas in on the tackle out of North Side.
Yeah, the North
Defenses just seem a little
Oh,
ahead
yeah,
of the game.
That's
right
right.
now.
It's always that way in an all-star game.
Peters, I can
Defenses
say
are
on
always
the
ahead
passing,
because the
the
offense
record
doesn't
books.
really get a chance
All right,
to.
here we goes. Well, Nettles going to turn around and look at the coach.
Right now, passing yards.
Three receivers to the
26-13
right, one to the left for
for
Nettles. From the 33, Nettles
passer.
batted up in the air, and
But
it'll
as
be
far
an
as
incomplete pass.
Again, if they would have won that game and played in state,
I tell
he
you,
would
it's
have broke
early.
the record.
I'm
He had
very
45
impressed
rushing
with the North
touchdowns. That
defense
is,
right now.
They teach you if you can't get there, get your
record.
hands up.
Cameron Thomas
And I
from
think
Picayune
I'm
2019.
trying to see
had
who got
48.
their hands on
that
that.
was Prentice Cork.
I thought it was
He was right at
51.
That was
45.
number 8, Prentice
They've
Cork.
gotten 3
Yeah,
more
it's Don saying it was
in the
Prentice
state
Court.
championship game. Surely he could have got it and tied it.
So here we
But
go.
Also, Cooper Crosby's there. Xavier
Nettles
Dennis
back
from
to
Picayune.
throw.
They had the record book.
Wants to go
For a
deep, and he's
rushing
going to
touchdown.
overthrow everybody. He's got a good arm.
in
Very
the
strong arm, but that's
season.
one of
In
those
fact,
you talk about all-star game
rushing
and communication.
touchdown. Right now,
Receiver ran
it's
the
not all
shorter post, and Nettles threw that all the way to the end zone.
for making the
Gotta keep in
record.
mind, guys, these
record
guys
book.
get, what, 4 days of practice
Looks
together?
like 4th and 7.
Yep.
As far as
They're gonna go for it.
again,
Kind of in no man's
rushing
land. This is too far
yards,
even for these very
he's
talented
going to be sitting third at his keys at 32.85.
Fourth
That led to
down.
State.
We'll call it
Cameron
8.
Thomas from Picayune again, that
For the
2019 season.
Nettles takes the snap. 3-step drop, rolls to his left. Looks, dumps it off. It's caught and dropped.
No, nearly a great catch by
He was right there,
Ron Dave
Xavier
Baker
Dennis,
over there, trying to do it one-handed.
record book
Nettles
off
wasn't
the
sure if
nose.
he wanted to run it or throw it, and then he
Alan, I don't know what you
was
mean. Two
baiting
different
the
broadcasts
linebacker
going
up
on.
and then tried to
No.
flip it, and that would have been a
Are
big
you-
game.
This is for Nuttall
So the
broadcast
North will bring on their offense
that I'm just
now.
sharing. So I don't know what other broadcast. I don't know if NFHS is doing a broadcast or
Cameron Skeen out of
not.
Louisville.
That's what
Plays for
you're
Tyrone Shorter.
asking. I'm just sharing for
6'2",
Nuttall. You can
310.
go off of this
Looks like their
broadcast.
quarterback's going to be Braden Trusty out of Grenada.
His first appearance today.
And
High
with
snap,
my
he pulls it
commentary with
down.
my friends, with my
And the
friends
South
here. We have
defensive
comments
line
or questions.
there to
I
make
could
the
check
tackle.
Yeah, big number
the
50.
NFHS. see
Wrapping
if
up
they're-
Amari Whalen out of Terry.
He also had some help
They
from
did.
Darrell Washington.
I
from
did get
Brookhaven.
1 month.
Boy, didn't Brookhaven have a year.
Another loss of 1 there.
Second down and 11 from the 32.
I don't know what.
Brookhaven claiming that
Okay,
gold
yeah, I don't.
ball
It's
there in
I'm just
Starkville
sharing, like I
with the
say,
state
the
championship.
Nuttall broadcast. So
Here's the snap. Defense is in the backfield being chased. Here's the throw. He's open, and it's
wow.
for the first down and more.
Terrific job by Mike Johnson there out of Germantown. The Jackson State
And you know,
signee.
I don't see these players from the north, so that's great to see. It was great to watch the
Big
state
gain there. Russ
championship
pushes
game.
him over midfield.
Heck of a play by the Grenada
Now you're going to start.
quarterback.
I think the more the plays the offense runs, I think they're all going to get a little more relaxed.
Oh, thank you, Pete,
Got a
for that.
player
That's great.
fell
that,
down. Maybe the
we're able
hash
to
mark
make it
got him.
there. They have
Well,
the
luckily he
Army
is up and moving as Yusef
bowl. They have
Holding
these
out
other
of
bowl
St.
games.
Martin.
Again, this is the last
I think a turf
game
monster came up
officially
and
in
grabbed it.
Mississippi. We
First
do have
and
other
10
bowl
for the
games.
North. Here's the snap.
All-American
They'll
Bowl.
run it off the left side. Big hole. First down
Nice
carry
run.
and more down close to the 24-yard line of the South.
That is
We'll go down to Mike. Mike, those guys on that offensive line are opening gaping holes.
Yes, they are, Russ. Big
And
big
Kings High
discrepancy
Kings,
between
like
the
they'd be
offense and defensive
be a
lines
senior
for
next year.
the
He also plays baseball.
for
It's
the
great. to
North
play
and the
sport.
South. The North is
We've
just so
had,
much bigger than
you
the
know,
South,
Ghost
and they
Day.
are getting a lot of push up front and knocking the South off the ball.
Well, I'll tell you what, it's already
They did
getting a
something
little
illegal
chippy
they're not supposed to.
on that tackle.
well. The play there was no play as that was before the snap. They're going to mark
Irving.
penalty
Caden
off
Irving
against
was,
the
you know,
defense.
the
That
big
last big run
quarterback.
was
He
by
went
Floyd
play
Senegal
baseball.
out of Horn Lake.
Went to Ole Miss, I believe, and then went back down to the Gulf Coast.
Hayden Davis coming off.
And so he was a
the
great
field from Union.
football player,
Played
but
for
his
Jordan
passion was
Grant.
It's like John Feaster
they
also
also had a
limping off
player
there, number
after
6.
school
He was the one with that big
that did the same
reception
thing.
carry
There's
just
nothing wrong
before.
with that. I mean, you go where your heart
Here's
tells
the
you to
snap.
go, what you think you're best at, what do you enjoy the best.
Is he going to sneak
You
away?
can do both
He's
sports,
trying.
it's great.
He does.
Oh, my goodness.
He comes back the other way and went a lot of ways to pick up a yard or two.
Jaden Tucker was not going to go down as he was trying to be tackled by his fellow number 11, Zy Buckley.
Yeah, the North got the 7 points on a pick six in the opening possession of the South.
Hand it off.
And they
left
fill in it
side.
now.
That's a bull run
Of course,
right there
I'm
down to
for
the
football. I
10-yard
want South
line.
to win, and
When
there's
the
a
flag
late
goes
flag.
down. But Don, do you
Might
think
have
that's
been
a face mask?
I'm not
mask.
really sure. I was
Might have
taking
been
a look
face mask.
at
it's
number
not
11
holding, it's
there
already
that had
been
that
past the
reception.
play.
Jaden Tucker was still trying to shoot, and just
Uh-oh, got one coming limping out,
Yes, it might
limping
be
out
not
at you.
working. But obviously, you can see what it.
They're hitting, Greg. They're hitting.
Amari Whalen
Again, you post
makes his way over here to the
post this,
sideline.
and you're going to be blocked.
Adam Terry,
They make
trainers will look at him.
You guys know that. Do not click on any link. So
big run that time though by Crump Jr.
Braden Trusty goes out. King White comes in.
This is the package because King is so versatile down here. This gives you the dual threat option.
All right, it's 7-0 North, but they're knocking on the door again. King White with no one in the backfield with him. Twin receivers to the right, twins to the left. Good call, Greg, as they run King White.
I won't stop them.
Behind that big offensive
Get
line.
a turnover.
Yeah,
Out.
that's just too easy. King White is so big and such a load to bring down that all he has to do is get there and lean forward, and he's getting you 3 yards.
Looks like Quan Bland is the one that opened the hole, and that brings us to a timeout. 7-0. The North leads it here in Gulfport. We'll take a timeout and be back in a moment.
How are you guys getting service out here?
We're on Cricket 5G. It's blazing fast.
Nah.
Yeah. Join Cricket. Reliable coverage nationwide. Ooh, selfie.
Babe, we're on Cricket now.
Honey?
With Cricket, go from nah to get a single line with nationwide
So
5G
we shall
for
see
just
what
35
happens
bucks a
here.
month.
Knocking on the door again.
Well, and I'd run the same play again.
Yeah.
He handed that ball off to Marcus Flowers out of Charleston, and you're right, Russ. He was swallowed up in a heartbeat.
They swallowed King White as well. He didn't even have the ball. It's always safe to go ahead and try to tackle King, whether he has the ball or not.
That's always a good option.
So 3rd and goal for the North. Let's see if the South can come up big. King White handing off. That's a touchdown.
That's Flowers. He finally got his way in there.
That is Marcus Flowers out of Charleston High School. Played for
Congratulations, Marcus Flowers. That's the
He will be
touchdown
playing
for the
at
North.
East Mississippi Community College next year, Will Flowers.
They're going to enjoy seeing him. They had a good year this year. East Mississippi did.
Very good. It looks like you're going to have Span from Clinton in there kicking this one.
Snap is down. Span's kick is up, and it's good. And we've got a 14-0 ball game with 1:46 left to go in the first quarter. Been fireworks so far. Stay with us. It's not over. Back in a moment.
So still first quarter, 14
It's always game day
to nothing. So again, you have any comments, questions? Certainly, please post them. We are the Sheriff Nuttall is streaming the doing the game. I believe they said you can get on Roku or Fire Stick, but I'm glad those who have joined us here today. Coach Football, I'm Matt Stats. Again, we have a lot more just because this is the last official game of in Mississippi of football. Again, they still have All-American Bowl. They still have these other bowl games at the end of this month, and even in January. But we'll come out the coach record book. Those players that it's their names in history. We have the categories, of course. The passing yards. They tried another.
Whistle. He got his own.
That was Artman, the kicker.
I think the North is going to be offsides.
That was a good kick. He recovered it.
That's a shame.
Yeah, those are.
But yes,
Mike,
we're
those
going to
are
have
two really good onside kicks.
They are.
record
The thing
book,
about it is
passing
the
yards,
kickers are covering
touchdowns,
both
receiving
of them.
yards, receiving touchdowns,
Hartman is very quick.
rushing yards, rushing touchdowns.
He's also very
and then on the
brave.
defense, and then kicking.
Probably more brave
longest
than quick.
field goals of the season.
All right, you got the Flying Duo
And then
brothers down here.
defensive wise,
Great
you have
for
total
the
tackles.
South. Both of these
You have
can motor.
interceptions, sacks.
Well, now you'd expect them to kick it deep.
I believe
just
that.
'cause
So
they
we'll
moved that ball back to
them
the
over
35.
a week long.
Well, look where your
Open up the
receive
coach record
team
book.
is now.
and
They've
see those
moved up.
players. Then to look back
to
at
the
those players
5.
that are
You got
not playing anymore, of course, because it's been so many years. But
Whitehead
their
back
name
there
is in the
along
record
with
book.
Fortune.
That's what I decided to do.
Yeah, Clydarian
I tried to
Peters
deep dive
and
ask other
Whitehead, two
coaches
really
and
guys that
ask
can
schools
fly.
Boy,
to try to
Columbia,
get
what
as
a
most
slick
accurate.
fest
Is
that
the
ball
record book
game was
100%
with
accurate?
Kosciuszko
No,
this
because
year.
I don't go
Columbia
back
comes
to
out on top,
1920s
state
or whatever.
champion.
But it's for the 6
Russ,
coastal
what does it
counties.
say about your kicker when he's the
Yearly
dirtiest player on the
stats,
team? It's
coach
only the first quarter.
and they'll come
Means
out
it's
here
going to be a rock'em sock'em
January,
ball game, Mike.
mid-January.
Here we go. He did it again.
Well, a little poocher that time.
Yeah.
They're ready to fall on it. Is good hands there
See
by
if we're
Drew
going to see Jason
Bilderback.
come on, or he might see he's
Drew
was
Bilderback
added
can't
into the
help but
All-Star
be
game.
good.
Several
His
players were
dad,
added
Chip, is
on
head
both
coach
sides of the
at
ball.
Columbia.
Again,
he's
the
a
list
really
is on our
good-looking
Facebook
tight
page,
end,
Talk
too,
High School
H-back
Football, as I
type
know
player.
this is on
Have you
X
seen that Columbia Stadium with
and on
now that they've
YouTube. But if you
rebuilt
go to
it?
the
It is
Facebook page,
beautiful.
Oh man! Of course,
and
you
yes,
got
I'm
to have
on
a statue
TikTok.
right in
I
front
just
of it,
don't
right?
have it
Walter Payton.
live streaming on.
Okay, the South with the football, and who are they going to go with at quarterback?
Looks like Jack Durr's out there again. Got it right at midfield. Got to get some points on this drive.
Yeah, they're down 14, and we're not out of the first quarter yet. Durr handing straight up. Woo-wee.
Williams.
Nowhere to go. I like
run
to
in
get them
there.
on the edge. I like to run it on the edge.
Well, hey, Alabama came back from 17 down last night,
They
so
did
why
for
not?
a fact. They did for a fact.
And I was interested in the other bowl game,
And they're
the
wearing
playoff
red.
game,
The
Texas
South is wearing
and
red.
Miami.
So
They're
they're trailing.
0-0 with 5:50 left to go in the second quarter. Texas.
3 wideouts to the left, nobody to the
University of
right.
Miami.
Jack Durr
And I say that, and
has got Whitehead behind him
he just ran it back to the 22-yard line of Texas.
on second
That's
down and
amazing.
11. Play action. They'll swing the slip screen.
Wow.
Nowhere to go.
That's
Look at that. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 players from the north.
But let me tell you something. Number 43 for the North, Ricari Covington out of Kosciuszko, he blew that play up. He read that the whole way, and there was no way he was letting that receiver go.
Whippet football is back.
Wow. This North defense is really nothing to play with.
No. Well, now, third and a long way to go. Durr.
That's a fumble.
Oh, ball came loose.
They don't call it a fumble. Even on replay, probably
hit
is
from
almost probably
behind.
going
Was
forward,
that,
but they don't have replay.
looked like
Replay.
maybe
Looks like he was in
Parker out of
place
New Hope.
throwing it. But
Brennan Court comes up
that
and hit
is
that football,
another turnover
and that ball just they
for.
knocked it right out of his hand.
Now,
You see
here's
here
a
on the
replay
replay.
here.
Good look at Jack Durr there.
He went to wind up, and then this ball is just going to – yep.
That quick of a look, it looked like
They just swallowed him up.
it
They
would have
also
been,
had
in
some
the
help
process of throwing it. But hey, the referees
from
would certainly appreciate them.
Ricari
But
Covington out of Kosciuszko.
like that.
Played for Casey Orr.
That was close.
Good job getting to the quarterback, pulling that ball out.
His hand was going
Running
forward.
unit is
empty
on.
hand.
No, it's turnover. It
Oh,
was
I'm sorry, turnover. Yep, I saw that safety back there.
Here comes King White again.
Yeah, King pumps once, rolling right, turns it up the field. They
Oh.
tried to slap it out of his hand. Ooh, there's a hard tackle made.
They're going to get a holding call against the North.
Oh, like I say, of course,
You
anybody
got,
getting hurt.
Don, you may have one down for the South out there. Who is that?
Yeah, it looks like Aiden Davis.
He's up.
He took a shot.
Nope, sorry, 48. That's not 40. It's 48. That's going to be Micah Nickerson.
You know, when they roll these jerseys up, Don, it's hard to. You get one number maybe, but that second number is kind of hard to get.
Assuming it was a holding call.
He's all right though.
Okay.
Yeah,
Coach comments, what's your score? Do you think the North is going to hold on to this 14-0 lead? You see it coming out to the end of the first quarter. They probably won't.
Boy, what a job he
get
did
this playoff. And it'll be the end of
quite a
the
turnaround.
first quarter.
Which is why I think he's seen so much success in the high school recruiting.
Yes. Yeah. Oh, got our second whistle of the ball game because it brings us to the end of the first quarter. So we'll take a step aside and take a timeout with the North leading the Benard Blackwell All-Star game 14-0 here in Gulfport. We'll be back for the second quarter of play in a moment.
Commercial roofing, reliable and durable solutions for your business. Residential roofing, protecting your home with quality craft.
I certainly appreciate you guys again joining us for this last game in the state of Mississippi. The North versus South All-Star game has been all North at the end of the first quarter. You see 14-0. They had that pick six on the opening drive, and then they drove it down to get the other touchdown. And now this coming off of a fumble. The South trying to stop them from scoring yet again. We shall see. But a great game for all the players involved, the coaches, the fans that made the trip down from the north half. I mean, you imagine some of those fans way up north. I mean, it takes several hours. This is, again, the 16th season that they've held it at Milner Stadium. Again, I'm at Stats Coach Football on X, on YouTube. They got the and they already.
Wow, that's a touchdown. You don't think he's happy about it, do you?
That was White to LaKendrick.
That was they went to commercial and they ran a flag. Of course, they're not waiting for a commercial. And that was really good. That was a touchdown north.
Watching as wasn't anything fancy.
Show the
but he made
replay,
his
but
cut and he's so fast.
they were at commercial and it didn't happen.
It's the yards
the
after
North
the
all
catch.
in
You let your
control here.
playmakers do the hard work.
That was a long.
Just ran a simple post.
So the North takes a 20-0 lead. The point after snap is down, kick is up, and it's good by Braylon Span out of Clinton. Play for Hammer Morgan. North leads at 21-0 here in Gulfport. We'll be back with the North kickoff in a moment.
Well, I guess they're not going to show the replay. But anyways, they're not going to show the replay. But again, we'll have a lot scoring coming. This is probably the last live stream of this year. And it may not be a live stream until the start of next year, but there'll always be something on Facebook, off the high school football, and on X, at Coach Football, and then statewide stuff. I know we cover, mainly 90% Coach Football, but Raymond hired their new head coach, which was the coach that came in. I posted that job on our page. Again, it's not a coach job, but I posted it because it's Brandon. It's a South team, and they played, of course, lost to Gulfport there in the South State. And I know there was a lot of conversation.
It was no good off to the right.
A lot of fans were saying,
it was good. That's what I thought.
Some things some controversial things that it should be this coach or they're not going to hire this coach.
I didn't know it was
in
that
fact,
windy.
I hired the coach.
No, it's really not.
Some fans didn't think they
just
would
the way
hire.
He's got the ball set on the
That was
tee.
a coach that took him in.
I got to tell you though, the South sideline has gotten really quiet.
Left
really quiet. They got to fight back on this now.
They do. I mean, we're just into the second quarter and they're down by 3 scores.
Was able to
they're going to have somebody
get him to
hold the
South
ball.
State.
Oh, he put his foot into that one. Going to be picked up at the 5, 10, 15, 20, and going to be, was a really nice play there. Good open field tackle by
So that coach,
Reed, a linebacker out of Grenada.
and also the athletic director
Good return,
job.
though, by
And,
Sherrod
you know, that's
Whitehead at Ocean
Gene
Springs.
Trenton. First
Russ,
time
he hadn't
as a head
picked his
coach.
college yet, but he's got a lot of D1 offers out
mistaken.
there. Just waiting to see
Eugene
where the
Clinton.
dust
So
settles.
Tell you what, that was a big hit on White.
That was a great hire. I think the right hire. He took control of the team
If he
after
doesn't get
the
him, he
head
goes a
coach had
long way.
differences with the team.
Here comes that
higher ups, from what
South
I
unit
understand.
now. Let's see who they'll go with at quarterback.
what it
here.
is.
Looks like Nettles will be out there. Got to get
If he
something
stepped
going.
in, and the team could have
Well,
went
they'll
out
go with
quickly.
twin receivers both ways. Nope, one of them's
And
going to come off the field.
It did not.
3 wideouts to the
Like
left,
they,
one
like
to
they
the
went
right.
all the way,
Here's
to
the snap.
south.
Nettles back to throw. Pocket collapses. He turns it up the field and slides down.
On the scramble, number 12.
See, he made it up to the nearly made it to the 30, but when you pulled that hook slide
But
there,
congratulations.
give him a gain of a yard.
Coach Clinton and the Brandon Bulldogs.
Look, he was running for his life. Look at the replay. He was holding that ball like a loaf
Coach
of
Parker
bread.
Nettles, the quarterback that threw that
They just got to get the ball out. The receivers
rebound
are open.
pass, the Hail
They're actually
Mary that
holding the
beat
ball
too
a little
low.
too long for the South.
And then the extra point.
Here's the snap.
Came out, kicked.
Going to run the football.
They ran the
Swinging
score.
wide left. Tries to get to the corner, and the corner turns
That
into him.
defense for the North was
Boy,
in
that
blue.
North defense is just so good, east to west.
Yes, as he's saying
Curtis
there.
Cork has been all over the field, coming from this left side over there to get in on that tackle. They're just so fast.
So now that brings up 3rd down and 9 for the South.
Nope, just hasn't got anything going.
25-yard line. Nettles looking, runs out of time again, but has got some room up the field and might have the first down. It looks like it, Greg.
Well, it's going to be really good. I'm trying to wait and see where that official spot
He's
is.
going
They're gonna
short.
mark him
He went.
short.
And the sticks are moving, but he made a
Shane
pass.
Gang said that it was a
Right
first
there, he made a
down.
pass.
Oh,
You
no,
see
it
the
was
referee from
definitely
the
a-
top side
definitely
would
a
come up
first.
and,
Yeah,
and
he
sort of the
made
stick.
the 35-yard line, but they're going to mark him at the 34.
But
That's
they shortchanged him.
They sure did.
man. I mean,
And I
again,
think that
we
was
don't
a
want to
design
bring up
run
no
because they
officials. They
cleared
do
it
the
out.
best they can. We need
And
the
all the
officials, but
defenders
that
might
was
be
definitely over the yard
long
marker.
one. And the South having
And
to
there is
take
no replay
a
in high school
chance here.
football.
You
Yeah,
can't
just
blame
like
them
there's
for
no
wanting to
NIL
call a
deal.
timeout.
Hey, it's an all-star game. We got replay
And
assist. We can help out with them.
21-0 North
that
here
change?
in
Yeah.
the second quarter. We'll take a
Should it
timeout
change?
with them.
I don't
Back
know.
to
I'm on the
Gulfport in a
fence on
moment.
that. I'm on the fence on if there should be NIL deals. Louisiana has it. A lot of states have it. In fact, I saw somebody wrote up about it, and I'll post that later on, their commentary on that, on NIL deals. But I went back to where there's no instant replay in high school football, or that right there would have gave him the first down. He was fairly fast to the line of scrimmage, and he didn't slide. He wasn't sliding. So we'll see here. They're going to go for it down 21 to nothing. Is the South. And North will get the ball to start the second half. They need some kind of points to get back in this game. So again, post your comments, questions about anything.
Chance here.
I don't know if they're going to quick kick it. No,
Oh, they're going to run for it. He's got some room.
Got it.
That's Mason.
Oh, did he get it?
Yeah, he got it just past the
That's
35 to the
Hancock
36.
quarterback that had a great year as also from Navy.
Maurice Booker just from Yazoo City, making sure the running
He
back
has
knew that he was there.
from
And
Gulf
they put
Coast, I
in
believe, is
Jason
also
Keenan
Gulf
out of
Coast.
Hancock,
Gulf Coast
his
is
first
really
appearance
as
of the game to
expected.
get that
A
first
lot of
down.
players. Parker Nettles there.
He was the fans' choice.
He was the fan's choice.
That's,
He's got some good offers on the table
Harrison,
from
Jordan
Navy
Stapleton,
and also East
committed to Gulf
Mississippi.
Coast.
Well, they got a yard and an
Noel from Stone, a great defensive player at
inch.
Gulf
So
Coast.
from the
Of course, I
35-yard
called
line,
Gulf Coast
South's got it.
on the radio / live stream.
High snap. They pull it down, bounce into the outside. Turns the corner, going to get 5,
Yeah,
maybe
there's
6 before
is
he's
there a
taken
flag?
out of bounds.
Pruitt there, Cephas Pruitt from Perry Central going to Jones
And
Community
that's going
College
to be in the
next year.
area of
Got a
holding on
flag
that
down.
edge.
I think we're going to get a holding call
Yeah.
here, guys.
There's a holding on the south.
Xavier Thomas, the linebacker,
They
on
will,
the north side.
they will indeed have holding.
They just can't get anything going.
So I say
No, that was a good run by Pruitt to turn that corner.
Yeah, he found an
Signing day
opportunity
will
there.
come
He
up
jumped
beginning
into it,
of
and
the
it would
year.
have
A lot
been
of
a
players
great
have
play
already
for him.
signed,
Unfortunately, that
committed.
Holden negates it, brings him
Peters was
backwards.
there, Gulfport.
Of course, you know, the
his
argument
signing
on
day.
that always is, yeah, it was a great
A
run.
lot of
Big
players,
off.
basketball, all the coaches, all the coaches
First and
have
20
players
now. I don't
going
know.
at the
You got
next
too much
level.
in the playbook to
And
try and get
JUCO
it all
football
right
is
here.
the next level, and there's nothing,
That'll
you
take
know,
a
nowadays.
snap.
Maybe back in the day it was, but
Going to throw down the middle and
I
almost
keep his eyes
caught
down
to
the
the
field. There's
coverage. Was
double coverage and complete.
excelente by DK Wallace.
But I mean,
Nettles just
to go
seems
to
like he's
JUCO
flustered
football,
back
there's
there.
a
He's
lot
not
of
very
and sometimes
confident
it's
to want
best
to
for players
stand
to
in
get
there
that
because he knows
experience.
that defensive
And these Friday
rush
night
is coming.
stars that you notice when you go to your games on Friday night, you see players like, man, just
Breaking the
stand
pocket awfully
head
early.
above other players. Like,
If I
hey,
had
this
some of these
player
guys
just
chasing me, I'd
protect
be
the wall.
breaking it off too.
And
Here
then you
comes
go to
Keenan
the
in
JUCO
again from
level,
Hancock.
all those players you see on Friday nights that shine and are at the next level, you have all of them at the next level. So some players just don't make it at JUCO football.
So
Some players shine at
Keenan
JUCO
in there
football.
on a
So
second
you'll
down
see,
and
and
20.
it's a lot different when all these
For the
players are
South,
at the
twin
next level.
receivers both ways.
You might have dominated them in high school on Friday nights. You know, the next level you go up, speed is the main thing that I'm told.
Well,
by
the North
players.
was not very happy. You could hear the coaching staff hollering for delay of game. They were convinced that play clock ran out.
So that was
It brings up
Casey
third and
went
18
in
now.
for a snap.
Nettles back in there, QB.
No huddle deal. Now he'll turn over and
Now
look.
it's really
Just try and
behind
find
the
it to one of
chain.
your
Maybe
wide
a
receivers
screen
here and let him
plot,
do some work.
screen or
Head
something.
coach
We went
Chris
third and
Thickman out of
18. You're limited.
Terry High School for the South. Now he's got a man out there, and it's going to be caught, but was he in bounds?
Yeah, it's going to definitely a catch, and it's going to make.
I think they're calling him out now.
Also,
Well, that's a shame, too, because
they
that would
might
have
have had
made
it,
fourth
but
and manageable to be able to go
Yeah.
for it.
Yep.
Again, would have been a except.
The flag, yeah.
when you're not on schedule and you're behind
So
the chain,
now
playbook changes drastically.
we're going to see the punting team come on, and
It'll be Peyton Williams there from Ocean Springs.
2 turnovers by
Try
the
and beat
South
this away, and
the North.
good field
14
position
points.
awaits the
6-6
North.
to start the game.
21-0, so they want to tack
And
on
then
another
that
one.
sack
they're
fumble,
the
they cashed
returnees
in
are
on that
standing
one
at
the last
their own
drive.
40.
We're going to back up a little now. Here,
Oh, boy, blah, blah, blah.
punch dropped. Here comes the North. Ball dropped again, and I think
And there's another. We've seen that in the Alabama game.
Yeah, they did. They were getting the ball there either
Man.
way. But
yeah,
that was
43.
poor Peyton Williams. Couldn't handle the snap.
Rokari Covington from Kosciuszko in there.
Boy, I don't know that things could go any worse for the South
Wow.
here in the first quarter. This is a tidal wave.
Well, we
That
are
is-
on the coast.
Goodness gracious.
Not great, obviously.
This
Just
is
the
tough
most
to ask the
should have had it.
defense
Just
to hold
fumble the
them out of the
ball.
end zone when they're taking the ball over at the
Now
7-yard
defense have
line.
to stand up, see if they can get their
So
turnover.
first
The
and
North
goal
has
to
not
go for the
turned the ball
North.
over.
See who they'll go with at quarterback, Greg.
That's the third miscue for the South.
White.
The North
King
has
White.
passed in on
Big
2 of them
surprise.
so far.
You're 7 yards out from Pater. White wanted to make a cut inside, and wow.
Well,
Defense showed up big time.
He tried to run the option, and he'd have been a whole lot better off pitching that ball to the outside over there to Jeremiah Miller because the defense keyed on White, as you mentioned earlier. They're not going to let White out of their sight, and they just attacked him.
Ruben Bilbrew, a linebacker out of Northwest Rankin, plays for Devin Cooper. He was there for the stop for the South.
Timeout South.
Timeout South. 8:02 to go in the first half here in the 77th annual Benard Blackwell All-Star Classic here in Gulfport. We'll be back.
All right. And the South needs something. The North is just doing what they do. The two turnovers, and then now the punt, the muff punt. I mean, just a low snap. Hunter couldn't get it, gather it up, and turnover. And the North is in the red zone, but what it is. Again, 4 coaching jobs are open on the coast. Again, you will have St. Stanislaus, Biloxi, which DuBose was there for 2 years. I thought personally he would stay for maybe 4 years. 2 years. He's off to Georgia. Luck, Pascagoula.
And the quarterback. We'll have a change at quarterback. Trustee going to roll left. Looking. Wants to throw. In trouble. Goes back to the right. He's got a shot. Throws. Incomplete.
And Harris
one hopped it off the ground.
I was watching that
nice
play.
Job down there by
Man,
Mike Johnson.
that was wild.
The official, he got it, but no.
Let's take a look at it. There's a pump
Will
right there.
wasn't open.
Block. That was laying the lumber there. Did Aiden Brooks out of West
I
Point?
don't know that could have called a flag or not.
Yeah, and trying to sell that play
block, but it was
Mike Johnson. Do you see him look at the official? He goes, "I've got the ball." The official said, "Yeah, I got to you on one hop."
All right, South got one more time to try and hold them to a field goal attempt here.
This would be huge if they could hold them to a field goal.
Yeah, it
attempt.
would be to hold them to a field goal to make it a 3-score game. Still just the first half.
They're gonna pump it once, let it go, incomplete.
Oh no!
Why? Why did he throw it?
There
I mean, the fade was a good throw, but they're going to get pass interference.
Why did he throw a flag?
That's really Kyron Johnson from Natchez played with Stephen
Okay.
Davis. His coverage was actually pretty good on
It
that
was,
play.
and it was really not going to be caught, but
It
it
was
was a good throw to
uncatchable.
that back corner.
I said they showed a replay so late.
there.
If anything, the ball had already gone past the
Okay.
receiver.
Yeah, Russ, that was not
What
gonna
it
be
is, what
called,
it
and I
is.
reckon there's no such thing as an
Man.
uncatchable ball in high school. That's why they called the penalty. But yeah,
That's up, obviously
he
first and
definitely
goal
had
now,
him
and
out in
they
front
had
of
him to
the,
a field goal 3-score
jersey down
game,
here in
but
the
Oh, he
corners.
did? Okay.
So it
that
wasn't
was
a good call, but he
unfortunate.
wasn't going to catch it regardless.
Okay.
we need
No,
to
because it's high school
many as
rules.
we
It's
can.
half the distance to the goal, and just repeat third down. You don't get that
timeout.
automatic first down
Right.
like you do in college and the
out of
pros.
North.
Well, the North calls the timeout now with 7:42 left to go in the first half. North leads it 21-0. Back with more in a moment.
Man, that was. It is what it is. The call that pass interference was going to go out there and kick a field goal to make it a 3-score game there in the first half, and now they got a fresh set of downs. I didn't keep track of how many timeouts. Only I do when I'm calling the game, but I think I don't have it on the scoreboard. But that was one for the North. Get the ball to start the second half. It will be the last stream of this year, 2025. I don't know exactly when we will have a new stream coming in 2026. We certainly looked at next season. We had the post-game live streams. We had coaches on there. Any suggestions you guys have, please either DM me or
Trustee out, King White in.
or post them. Hey, I
Third
like
and
to
goal.
see this. Hey, I like to know this.
And hand it
Being a
straight
stat
up.
man, I certainly like
I
to.
don't think Crump got there.
I
No,
don't think
Post
he did either.
they
that.
collapsed really quickly.
Picayune's going for their 6th
The
straight
last one to get off
region
that pile
title.
was
That would tie
number looks like
Stone.
number
Stone
50,
had 6
Marlon
straight
Jones.
back in the 90s. So again, I'll have
Yeah,
streets
Marlon was trying
that are
to block.
heading into
Yeah,
2026.
Amari
that are
Whalen in
good
there on that
impact.
tackle.
Second down.
Terry.
It's not fourth down. It's down on the
Gonna go
scoreboard.
for it
Second
on
down.
4th and goal, and King White says he didn't snap me the ball.
Oh, they were trying the trick play where King would walk back and say, I don't know the play, and they were trying the direct snap, but the wide receivers jumped.
What movie was that? Oh, that was in Longest Yard. They tried that play.
He just started to walk off the field.
But it's not fourth down. It just had
They were gonna
pass
walk
interference,
at
and
it
this is
to the running back.
Yeah. King just wandered around like I don't know what's happening. And then the wide receivers messed it up for everybody.
yeah,
I tell
great
you what,
weather there.
that's the
Gulfport,
third
at
trick
Milner
play
Street.
we've had in this game.
Yeah,
Or still,
Gregory Keaton got the worst of that. He just got ran over by the offensive line there.
Still going to go for it.
It's not unless I missed a play.
4th down, goal to go. King White.
Johnson on the sweeper. Oh,
He's
yeah.
going to come back the other way. No, he wants to throw it.
Touchdown.
Touchdown. Oh, my.
Wow, things are going your way. You throw it back
Talk
across
about-
the field. Great
Well, I don't
concentration.
know if that was a trick play, but Darius Clinton out of Shannon played Kentucky. Look at that catch.
I don't think that's the way the timing was supposed to go on that
Or
one.
maybe even the way they drew it up.
But he knew he had the presence Johnson did to throw that ball back to a wide open Clifton in the end zone.
that's the advantage of having a quarterback that's also a wide receiver.
That is a tremendous play there by Johnson.
Here's the extra point. It's up,
The extra
and
point
it's good.
Everything going the North's way.
Boy,
Goodness.
we got a 28-0 ball game. The North leads it here in Gulfport. We'll be back with their kickoff in a moment.
Man, what a play that was, and they cashed in 3 for 3 on the pick 6 to start the game for the North, and then they fumbled the ball. They scored several plays later, and then that bad low punt that the punter could not get, and turnover on downs, and a few plays later, the North scores 28-0. But again, I appreciate everybody joining us here on this day, the 20th of December, Christmas less than a week away. Congratulations to all the teams that won the state, all the teams that made the playoffs, all the teams that went to North and South state championship games. Just because you lost a state championship game, you still won either a North or a South state championship. So it's still an accomplishment.
They got that ball on a turnover. The South turned it over, and here's their kickoff. It's been an adventure today. A little endo in, and that's why it's an adventure. They're still trying to pick it up, and they do. And some room to run up to the 40-yard line.
I know you
Good job by Xavier Kincaid there.
Trying to get some kind of rhythm, but you need
Maybe the South
somebody.
can get something going here. Let's hope.
They have not.
One of the more
I think they passed 50 on the opening
of this
drive.
game so far, I think,
Like other than that,
been the
they
North's
have not been.
kickoffs, because they've all been different.
50-yard
Hey,
line.
today's game has been brought to you by Hallmark Hyundai out of Flowood.
Hey guys, last night at the banquet, at the end where the coaches are doing their charges to their players,
right?
South's coach, Thigpen, said they were going to hang 50 on North.
Oopsie.
Well, they're kind of going the opposite direction here.
They're going to have a big second half.
Yes, they better.
It's Durr in there, quarterback.
He's going to roll to the left, try to follow his block, and got about a yard or two. Going over there and chasing him was Prentice Cork. I'll tell you what, my money today in the first half, Prentice Cork's been everywhere.
He has. And again, just that speed that this North defense has going east to west, that they're not getting an opportunity to South.
Taking the lineman took his helmet off, but hands to the face with the helmet come off like that on the defense.
Number 75,
did not see the
Donovan
play,
Hawkins,
but he wasn't
out
too
of
happy.
Tupelo.
Having to check out because his helmet came off.
Going to run the football to the left side. Good hard run. Gets across
There you
the
go.
45, close to the
Now it's
46-yard
third
line.
down.
That's one of the few off-tackle runs we've had from the South today that's been successful.
Yeah, and they used Whitehead on it that time, the
Ocean Springs Gerard.
young athlete there out of Ocean Springs.
Micah Butler in on the tackle for the North. Third down. Throw over the middle. It's caught and dropped.
Right, man.
How many times have we
Timing
said that?
pattern up and
Matthew
in.
Barnes from
You gotta
seminary.
catch-
Could
you
not
gotta
hang
have
on to
quarterback
that.
You
out.
got to catch those.
Yeah. I mean, Donna, he was open.
Yep.
They're gonna go
He did
for
have
it.
a defender
Oh,
on him,
well,
but he
now,
still should have at least come up
28-0,
with that ball. Hey, they're frustrated right now. You can just see it, though. They're really, really frustrated.
Hey, I have a question for you. You
All
don't
right.
expect this in an all-star game. If the North goes down and scores again, do you have a 35-point hot clock?
Yes, you do. And the second half, it'll run. And you could come back. Here's the deal, and we'll talk about it in a minute, but you can come back and make it a game in the second half, and it's still going to run. Here's the snap. They need the first down. The throw.
They're just not.
A
They're
little
not catching it.
high.
Now,
Once again, couldn't
Again,
bring
they have
it
not
down.
crossed the
Kincaid
50-yard
that time
line.
out of Forest.
they have not crossed the 50-yard
Tried to go up
line.
there and grab it with his
Again, maybe
one
that first
right
drive,
hand and
somebody
could
may
not
who was here at the
pull it
beginning,
in. So
they threw that pick six. I
South
think
defense
they
got to
did cross
rise.
the 50-yard
Got to
line.
stop them.
But since then, the South has not crossed.
Well, remind
the
you, today's game being
50-yard
brought to you
line.
in part by Treasurer David McRae and his
Getting
Mississippi
as good as the players are on that
property.
South team, North has
And by
dominated the game.
MPB
Miscues
Think
have been
Radio.
on the South side, and North has capitalized on
Don needs to go over there with those
Cashing
wide
in
receivers
on
and have a
all
little
three of
chat
them.
with all of them. That's what I think.
28 points.
Yeah, I'm going to pass on that right now.
Yeah.
All right, here comes the North. A lot of time. Nice throw, and he's open, and it's
There is the first turnover.
an interception. He's up to the 40. 50 and into North
There you go.
territory. He had that one all the way.
Trusty tried to force that one down the field, and great job there by Gavin from Heidelberg.
We got a flag down on the sideline down here, guys. I think maybe late hit out of bounds.
That was Latham Gavin, as you mentioned, Greg. And
Latham Gavin.
let's see what the call is
That was
here.
a nice climb the
That's a
ladder.
late hit. They're going to add
High
some yards to this.
Well, Trusty forced that. He just threw it as far as he could down there. And
But he had a man open.
he did, but it was as far as he could throw it.
It was just short. He had the defender beat.
Not quite enough. Is this offsetting? Because he just pointed to the south.
Yep, you're right. He did. There may have been some push and shove. It looked like it was a late hit, but may have been some retaliation push and shove on the sideline.
They seem to always get that second guy, don't they?
Yeah. I led the league in that 1 year.
Yep, they're marking
was
it
a
off.
block in the back,
Man.
is what he said.
So blocking the back by the South.
now
And
the
once
South
I
still gonna have
said
the
they haven't
ball.
been past the 50 since the first drive.
Pretty good field
They're not
position.
past
Not as good as they
50 in
just
this
had
drive.
it, but
That
I
just
would
really
think
ate up a
Meadows
whole
would
bunch of
come
that.
out, or even
Sure
Casey
did.
Song from Hancock
Yeah,
would
there's
come out and
the
be
throw.
quarterback. They need to get some kind of
See, he
spark
had a guy
going
in
here.
just couldn't get enough on
They
it. I mean, that was a
obviously
long
from
throw.
8-0, and North will get the ball to start the second half.
Good return by Gavin. So now the South down by a score of 28-0. Little 5 minutes and
Yeah,
some
it's
change
fine.
left to go in the first half. Three
No, that's
wideouts
like it.
to the left, one to the right.
Oh, it is Nettles.
Play action. They're going to throw it.
He wanted to. He
Here's
wanted
the
to.
pass. It's caught.
Oh, the fakery.
40,
Yeah.
35, 30.
Halfback.
He
There you
sends
go.
a tackle and they bump him gently.
There you go, South. That's yard right there.
15-yard line.
Stop.
Greg, that play was in trouble.
Hey, Matthew Barnes over there from Seminary, he
What a throw.
held it and thought about it and took a big lick, and he gets it to Whitehead down the
At the
sideline.
50-yard line. Second
That's
time.
a fun play right there.
That was it's okay. It all worked out in the end, but they were holding their breath as he was coming around that corner.
Maurice Booker is the one that took him out of bounds. So now the South with a chance here to maybe score before the half. So with nice hole right side. Good run.
I'm telling you, Whitehead is special, and if he can get the motor running, the South can get back into
Again,
this game.
a lot
It's
of
two
players
big
that
chunk
have never
plays.
heard of Whitehead from Ocean Springs. I mean, he's all over. So he's got all
He's
kinds of
something else.
offers. He's a
Rod
great
Whitehead from Ocean
player.
Springs. Of course, they had another good year under Jake Bramlett. First and goal to go from inside the 5. Going to go back to him again. Hole is there. Touchdown.
That's just night and day between the offense that was
There
in
you
there
go.
for the
They
first
needed that to get
half
back
and
to
half of the
obviously.
second, first quarter,
Hard.
half of the.
Whitehead.
Well, why is that, Don?
I don't know, but
Chop.
boy, they just came alive in those last minute and a half.
So the South gets on the
Coach
scoreboard.
Bramlett and company.
Hey, Don, that was they finally loosened up, I think, that big pass play.
Yep. Oh yeah, absolutely, and that's exactly what they needed was a little bit of momentum.
Well, they're going to,
What are they?
I think they're going to kick the point after. Yeah,
Okay, yeah.
Holder.
No, Parker
Well,
come
they were
out
looking
forward.
for a holder. Wyatt Jones out there from Sumrall was like, okay, who's going to come hold for me? So Nettles coming running out there.
Snap is down. Kick is up. Good kick. 28-7. North leads it here in Gulfport. Still got a little bit of time in the first half. Let's see what happens. May have a crazy finish here. Back with more before halftime in a moment.
Nice. At least they come back and scored. Now, will they try the onside kick? They have not kicked off yet. They received the ball on there, but they have not kicked off because obviously that's their first score in the game. So, but that was nice for Chop to get in there for the touchdown for the South from Ocean Springs. And it's bittersweet that this is the last game. So,
And this
see what happens here again. Thank you for sharing on X, on YouTube, and on Facebook.
They kept wondering, why am I on the team?
Football
Why
year
is
round.
Jones?
We just don't take the
they're
off
finally
season.
getting to use them.
In fact, I showed a video of Coach Feaster.
There's a word
His son's
offside
playing
in
it
there
today. Not this.
Don't
He
discount
posted
anything.
videos, and they're doing workouts. A lot of teams are. Bay High, I believe I saw Coach
Back there, here we go.
posting his workouts. Just because the season ends, they start.
He kicked it
the
high
next
end
season.
over end.
It's year round.
Into the end
We are
zone for
here
the
year
touchback.
round. To give you any
Maybe
kind of
with 4:52
news,
left to go in the
plans
first
on the
half.
next level,
South feels like
coaching
they can hold the
openings.
defense
Again, we
and
have
get the ball
5
back.
Well, if they can
coaching
force another quick
positions on the
turnover, they're
coast.
going to need something.
We
Because
are up
remember,
to 4
the North
already
gets the ball
this
to
year.
start the second half.
Right.
So you don't want to let them get a 2-for-1 here.
Don't go away
Oh,
at
they may
halftime.
kick on side, but they
We'll be
got the ball
talking with
on
Don
side and
Barnes
not
and Mike
recover.
Peterson. Will be talking with some of the cricket personnel that are here today. Also, Johnny Mims, the executive director of this.
Yeah, Johnny
game and
Mims,
last
we had
week's
the
game,
interview.
this
Check our
game.
timeline. We interviewed them
Military
on how
band
these players
will
are
be performing.
drafted. I say me, Matt Stats, interviewed them months
So
ago
first and
live.
10 for the
And
North
he
at
answered
their own
questions on
30.
how these
Whistle.
players are selected to these
King
all-star
White was
games.
gonna
Of course,
throw.
they're all seniors. All players are seniors in both
I don't know if
Mississippi
you saw that,
and
but
North-South all-star.
number 49 was it 48? Micah Nickerson came over.
And some, fans are why
the
is
running
this player
backs. Just
A and
let you
player
know
B
I'm
are
here.
not in it? Well, sometimes,
Illegal substitution.
unfortunately, the grades
They had
or
too
the
many men on the
misconduct
field.
at school
Did the South.
That
are
happens.
some of the
All-star
reasons
game.
why, but then there's also a reason
5
why
yards.
he said the coaches sometimes don't nominate players.
Well,
Which,
if you wanted to
of
stop
course,
the
he wouldn't
North,
say if there was any coach teams
that's
that
not what you wanted.
nominate some players,
You got King
but
White
it's
in there at
statewide.
quarterback.
So that's not the main truth. It's
We
just
have
the
seen how
process that they
far
select
he can
coaches.
fling the
Coaches
ball.
has to go through a process of being a coach for both of
Going to
these
run the
games.
football off the left side.
The
Nice
coach
hard
in the
run. I
Mid-South
think he
game
got the
or the
first down.
North-South. Yeah, position coaches, and then they look at
Good
who
hard
they
run there
want
by
for
Flowers to move
their
the
offensive
chains.
line, defensive line, linebacker, running backs, on what kind of scheme the head coach, what kind of scheme he runs. This player
Nickerson's
will
way
play better than
offsides.
this player. So there's a process. And again,
King
there's
White wants to throw, and that ball a little low, but I think
players
it's
that are
caught. It
caught.
is. Pickup of 9.
Good job to
Both
go down
all-star
low
games.
there was Jaden Tucker from Holmes County. White has such a good pocket presence that he's so confident standing back there.
Second down, about 2. And hang on, we got a whistle.
This one I think's gonna. No, they're gonna say this time they're gonna get Nickerson
For being offside, yeah.
And 12 coach
Again,
players
South shooting themselves
on
in the foot.
roster, including the vote-in.
Especially,
Jason
with
Cannon
4:05
and
left
Hancock.
to go in
He
the first
saw his
half.
team limited time, both defensive and
That's
offensive.
10 yards in penalties on this drive
And welcome all the North and South
for the
fans
illegal
that are
substitution,
watching
and then the
this live
offsides
stream.
call there.
Has it live.
They don't need any help. The
They're
North offense doesn't need
on
any
their
help.
broadcast sharing it.
They can do it on their own right
off
now.
our social
Here's
media.
the snap. King White calls his own number and picks up 6.
Oh, and a late hit coming in there.
And again, I know they used one
Eagle
timeout.
number 52
And I
coming
apologize. I
into.
didn't usually I mark
Trying to
down when
clean
I'm
up some
calling
mess,
golf
looking out to get a flag is Talib
football.
Parkman.
I marked down
Summerall.
timeouts, and I did not do it in this game, but I know they have used a timeout. The
King
North
was down on the ground and he got
coming up
pancaked.
on 3:30 in halftime.
Maybe
They
that's
did not
right
have a
in the
2-minute timeout, as we know.
Have to go back and look at the rules on that one. Second down, we'll call it 6, yeah. From the 40 of the South, going to run the football again. Nice hard run, close to a first down.
Jeremiah
Uh-oh.
Miller.
Got 2 down there discussing the colors of. Did he fumble that ball?
No.
Nope. They're saying get back up to the line of scrimmage.
First down.
First down. King White will hand it off.
And now we're going to get a false start. No illegal substitution again on the defense. Too many men on the field. It's 31 comes trotting off. Darrell Washington. Can't have 12.
No.
As much as maybe they ought to let them down 28-7.
Jeremiah Miller was the running back out of Choctaw County.
Would think they're
Dylan Mitchell.
range, but that's an answer because I don't
So
know
now,
the kicker and how
first
it
down
really
and 5 again for the
for the
North. Inside the 30 of the South. King White pumps once, looks, throws, and that's way out of bounds. Boy, he has got a strong arm.
He does, and he took that step up to see if there was some room there. That hole closed for him, so he just Took one step back and threw it where only.
If you don't think that it matters,
he could throw it and not
frustration
have it
out
turned
there.
over.
Hey, guys, we're going to have a special guest here in halftime as well, Mark Osborne with Elite Physical Therapy. We're going to talk with him a little bit. He's been helping out the MAC with all of their physical therapy workouts.
Last game for probably several of these players
we'll get him at
ever.
halftime as well.
All right.
They're not going to the next level, either because they don't want to, which is fine, or they just
White throws, caught,
don't have offers.
and got the first down.
You know, I don't know how many players are active, but there are players that are will not play
I've
football
seen him
again
play
after this
several
game.
times.
Yeah.
Today he's playing exactly like I've seen him play those couple of times.
I can't wait to see when where he goes to play his college ball. And same thing with Tylen Matthews there on the reception from Lake Cormorant. Caught that ball, turned, and just got as much as he could and picks up another first down. He's going to be at UNLV next year.
Yeah. Who made that recruiting trip?
Dan going to play for Dan Mullen there at UNLV.
King White's got a man open. Got the touchdown.
Flag down, though.
Big
Wow.
surprise.
Let's see.
May have eligible man downfield or possibly defensive holding. That's
He's been plagued with
that's a
turnovers,
touchdown.
holding,
That is a touchdown,
penalties.
but I knew
He was wide open.
I knew that he was going to possibly be called for defensive holding here, but also saw a lineman a little bit further downfield. Maybe thought it was going to be offsetting penalties, but nevertheless,
It's an all-star game,
It's
Mike.
an all-star game. That's right.
Hey, Jaden Tucker, he did a good job getting behind Kyron Johnson there, and that was way too easy. That's pitch and catch 101.
Here's Braylon Spann for the point after.
That one looked like it was right, and it is wide right. No good.
No good. 34-7 with little less than 2 minutes to go in the first half. Well, the North just having their way right now. We'll be back with the North kickoff in a moment.
Man, all right, you can get the momentum on your side, the South, after that interception. Then they finally, Sherrard Whitehead from Ocean Springs scored to cut it, 28-7. The North just says, hey, we're going in, and it was aided by some penalties. And a nice throw by the North. Again, Matt Stats, Coach Football. Appreciate you guys joining myself on this Saturday afternoon, December 20th. Christmas is 5 days away on this last high school football game in the state of Mississippi. Post your comments,
Coming from Joe
questions,
Hartman,
anything.
out of
Be
Warren
glad to
Central.
answer them.
You never know what this young man's going to do today.
He's a magician with this football. And he's going to kick this one deep.
Pretty kick. Taken at the 1. Up to the 20. Ooh, he is taken down rudely.
Clydarian Peters got rocked on that one. I think that was by 46 for the North. Pretty sure that's it. Laid that lumber in there.
Ooh. Could feel it up here. Here he comes right there.
45. Xavier Thomas, linebacker at the north side.
So you got 1:46 left to go in the first half. You're down 34-7. A score would make you feel a little bit better going into halftime.
Yeah, and it'll be Jack Durr's turn again from Pearl.
They'll have wideouts left and right. I think they're going to put more people in the block. Going to hand the football off. Nice hard run.
See, they went 2 tight ends that time to try and give them some extra beef up there. Still only resulted in about a 3-4 yard gain.
Rondé Baker from Terry.
He's excited to see his band come on the field.
Yeah. Going to hand the football off again. Nice hole. Nice run. I think he got the first down on that second and third effort.
Yeah, just out there shy of the 35. Helmet come off again.
Means he's got to leave for a play. And
that's Jeremiah Jackson out of Noxubee County. He's still he's a little woozy there, Russ. He's going to make his way off. He kind of stood there just looking down without his helmet. Now he's going to trot off the field. Yeah, he looked like he was a little stunned as he was just standing at the line.
I think I would be stunned if I was running the football and he was standing at the line.
Well, I hope he's all right over there.
First and 10 for the South. Durr on the slant, and that one's picked off. Or did it hit the ground?
I think it was going to be an interception, but we got markers down.
Hit the ground was also going to be a pass interference on the defense.
On the North.
Durr had to handle that low snap. And they're going to get some free yards here. That was nearly an interception. That was a good job trying to get his hands underneath it, but I think he got his hands underneath it, but will not count because of the penalty anyway. So
yeah. Greg, he got his hands under that ball.
Less than a minute though, Russ.
Good camera work there, guys.
Need another chunk play here.
First and 10 for the South. Durr wants to throw, just lifts it up there. Oh, man. That was a great try there by Matthew Barnes out of seminary.
Just suspended in space with that ball.
I thought he was going to come down with that. He had position, and he's already super tall at 6'3".
It's almost like when that ball crossed the 35, it just stopped.
Yeah.
Caught some helium.
Man, that was a good opportunity for the South right there.
So Durr will set him down 2nd and 10 from midfield. Durr swings it out. Nice catch. Good tackle. Well, I tell you, the North is gang tackling. Coming up that time was Smith from Velma Jackson, played for Bernard Ewell.
Rondé Baker just couldn't get that motor running. They got to hurry up. Less than 30 seconds now. North running a player off the field late. Snap the ball.
Twin receivers both ways in North territory now with 20 seconds to go. Durr. Oh, what a catch. Was that Barnes again?
No, it was Dwight Thomas out of the pass. Pass Christian.
There you go. Pass Christian.
Well, they're going to have 12 seconds to go. If they can get it down to the 20, they might get a field goal attempt.
Well, they're going to pat. Well, we had a flag. It's coming back.
Oh, I didn't see the flag. That was a heck of a catch.
Except for the flag.
Yeah.
They've had too many of those.
A bunch here in the first half.
Killing themselves.
So now Jack Durr with 8 seconds. The clock is running.
Got to get the play off if you want one more.
Durr at the 40. Throws. He's got a man wide open, and he overthrows him. That's Barnes again. And that is how we will end the first half. Mike Peterson will be talking to the head coach for the North, Ron Price, out of East Webster. There we go, Mike. If you find Coach Price, let us know when you're ready.
Don't come to the locker room.
They got to be feeling pretty good right now, I would think.
Okay.
As the Terry band gets ready to check on.
Hey, I've got him right now, Russ.
All right, take it.
Yes, sir.
Coach, couldn't have asked for a better first half right here. 34 points in the first half. Your defensive back from Oxford set the tone early.
Yes, sir. You know, it's been an amazing week. God's blessed us with beautiful weather today. Offense and defense are executing. Coaches are doing a great job. Can't ask for anything more in the first half.
Now, you scored 28 points offensively. How hard was it to prepare your offense in only 4 days of practice?
They've been an unbelievable group of kids, man, and our coaches, again, have done an outstanding job of getting the game plans in. We've challenged the kids every day just to come out and execute. Can't ask for a better first half than that from a group of all-stars.
Okay. For you personally, how's it been for you being selected to coach in an all-star game? And have you come down from that high of winning a state championship yet?
God's been so good to me, man. I can't thank him enough to be able to win our first state championship in the history of East Webster High School, and then to come down here and to be able to work with these coaches and these kids, and then to be in the position we're in at halftime. We just got to go make sure we take care of the next 24 minutes and finish in the second half.
Thank you, Coach.
So our halftime score now 34-7. The North All-Stars lead it here in Gulfport. We'll take a timeout. Halftime activities coming up.
It's always game day at Hallmark Hyundai. Score big before the clock runs out.
Get 0% APR for 60 months, plus 0 payments for 90 days on select 2025 and 2026 Tucson and Santa Fe models. Or lease a new Hyundai Elantra for just $209 a month with 0 down. And don't forget, we service all makes and models.
2 locations, 1 winning play. Hallmark Hyundai Flowood and Hallmark Hyundai North. It's always game day at Hallmark Hyundai.
Commercial roofing, reliable and durable solutions for your business. Residential roofing, protecting your home with quality craftsmanship. Metal walls, custom designs for a modern look. Emergency services, rapid response to protect your property.
After a recent hailstorm, I needed a total roof replacement. I chose Malone Roofing for the job, and my new roof looks great.
Contact us today for a free inspection. Visit www.ecmalone.com or call 1-833-7-MALONE.
1 in 10 Mississippians has unclaimed money awaiting claim at the state treasury. There's literally hundreds of millions of dollars waiting to be united with the rightful owner. At www.treasury.ms.gov to search. You'll see your name and stake your claim by following these instructions. You'll be asked for some basic ID like a copy of your license or a government-issued ID, then hit send. Treasurer David McRae has a dedicated unclaimed money team awaiting your claim, ready to return your money. Don't wait. Look for your name and stake your claim today. www.treasury.ms.gov.
Welcome back to Gulfport. As you get a good look at the stadium here, it's 34-7, and joining us now, very special guest for me. If you ever listen to Friday Night on the Lights, you always hear us talk about the doctor, Dave Schaus, and George always says he's in a bunker somewhere in Boone, North Carolina. He has been handling our IT for Funnel since the beginning. Dave, how's that changed over the years?
Oh my gosh, from the time that we started, I mean, first we were trying to do the internet on a radio, and then we were using the audio broadcast, and then we took the big step, I guess, into video, 2012 or something like that?
Yeah.
Yeah, and then we did the app in 2016. We're now on YouTube and Facebook and Roku and Apple TV. Yeah, everywhere.
Apple TV.
Yeah.
Someone was telling me that they went into a local restaurant that has a lot of TVs. I'll leave their name out. And said it was all over their TVs in there. Because people want to watch, the missile and Today's game being heard all across the state on MPB Think Radio, and one of my favorite people helping us with this broadcast today, Jermaine Flood. Sorry, is back at the MPB, and we're going to help
what I went
Jermaine
over,
out a
y'all
little
didn't
bit.
even hear.
We'll let you know how long our breaks are going to be. Let's go down to Don Barnes and get a special guest.
All right, thank you, guys. So I've got Mark Osborne with me with Elite Physical Therapy. And Mark, you guys have worked tirelessly to help these guys out, especially this week. And I know that you've had a long relationship with the MAC and the games that they play. Tell us a little bit about you guys and how you've been helping out.
Yeah, we've been blessed to be able to be partners with the MAC now for.
All right. So we'll go back. And what you guys didn't hear what I said. Which, is because my mic was muted. That was good. So I was just talking. So real quickly, again, on our Facebook page, Gulf Coast High School Football, pinned to the top. These are since 2000. And these are all the teams that played in the state championship game from the coast, the 6 coastal counties. 14 programs have reached the state. You see St. John, they're not even there. They formed with Mr. Cross and St. Patrick. Ocean Springs, 2004. See George County played in 1. Resurrection, East Central, Gosay. Stone played in 2 as in 1. Poplarville played in 5, of course, in 1 last year. Rockachals played in 3. I call that 2009 St. Stanislaus game and Dillon Farr 1. Miles Brennan, back-to-back, lost to Knoxville County, 2014, 2015 is when that was. D'Iberville won in 2002, did lose 2008. Pascagoula, their perfect season in 1987 with Shane Matthews. I named one player there. They had a great player all over the place. 2012, Coach Sims did lose there. He again retired this year after 15 years at Pascagoula, 3 years at Moss Point, in a total of about 30 years of coaching experience. But then Gulfport, 1982. Again, this is from 1981 to current is when this format started. I had a breakdown of the 3 different eras of state championship games, and they were Big 8 conference championships. And one day I will go back and post all the teams on the coast that won a Big 8 championship or whatever they conference it was called. It was not in this format. That's why we look at this 1981 to current is when they went to this format, North versus South, the classes. And back before that, they had an era like college football. The media said, okay, this team won the state championship. Well, these stats here are from 1981 to current. Again, Gulfport 82, they did win a Big 8 in 75. Won this past year, of course, a few weeks ago. Picayune 2019, they lost. They are 5-1. Coach Stogner, Coach Lee has won these titles. Of course, Stogner's won 2. Coach Lee, see there, won 3. Moss Point, Coach Alexander, the king of the coast. He's on Coach Mount Rushmore. Has won 5. Of course, last one been 25 years ago. They played in 2001. Did lose that one. Teams, the years they had 2 coast teams. Of course, I was there at Resurrection, Rockachals, and both of them lost, unfortunately. Picayune, Poplarville, and then, last year in 24, Poplarville did win. Goshay lost there. And then from 2007, that's just a year where I picked. As I started calling high school football game out of Katrina, I was able to start calling with Wayne. We're currently calling for Mississippi Gulf Coast after calling high school football game of the week since 2005 to about 13. 1 year we actually called strictly Gulfport games, and then went to Gulf Coast in 2015, where we currently are located calling games. But these are the years. No coast team in 2010 or 2023. Coast has won a state championship 4 of the last 5 years, and it's just been last 17 and 19 season, a Coast team has played in a championship, except for those, again, 2010 and 2023. Coast football is the 6 coastal counties, and we will bring back up.
Absolutely fantastic this week. What a great group of kids. I was
That's
telling them
Johnny
at the
Mims,
banquet
who
last
I
night. I mean,
interviewed
the mothers
live
and the dads and whoever raised them
process of
should
how
be
to
very proud of how
select
they acted.
All-Star.
They were a very well-mannered bunch of gentlemen, and I'll tell you what, it's fun to watch them come into their adulthood, and these are parts of those things that shape that. But, you know, some people that are just watching maybe an all-star game for the first time may not really understand what all goes into it the week prior, when these guys get here, where they're staying and all those things. Are they together? What's going on?
Well, you know, we actually, brought them down here on Tuesday. We've been down here all week. We house them at the Air National Guard. They're one of our corporate partnerships they have with us. And, my God, what a facility they have. You know, I was telling my wife, if you want to know where your tax dollars are going, just go look at where that is right there. So what a fabulous place. I say I can blindfold you and take you one of those rooms and you think you're staying at a Holiday Inn Express. So we're very nice. 2 local schools host us, Gulfport High School and Harrison Central High School host them. Practices, and we go practice twice a day. Of course, we feed them breakfast, we feed them lunch, we feed them supper, we feed them a 10 o'clock snack. They've got drinks available to them all week. So, we try to do the best we can and make them proud. And the kids we have down here are, they're the next best thing. And, they're going to the next level. So there's no problems. The coaches love it because there's nobody that you have to worry about. These kids all have a bright future ahead of them.
Well, it is, like you said, the future for these guys. Some of these guys are going to go on to play in the college level. Some of them may or may not. And then there are those that will springboard into the pros. You mentioned it last night at the banquet, and we talked about Gardner Minshew a couple of times here today as well. This is a launching pad for some of these guys.
Oh, there's no doubt about it. I mean, a lot of these kids, they get lost in the shuffle with all the new the portal and all that stuff going in. And a lot of these guys have a chip on their shoulders. And, they'll get an offer. The ones that don't will pick up an offer after this game. And, again, like I said last night, Ahmad Hardy from Lawrence County. He played in that game 2 years ago. Now he's one of the leading rushers in the SEC in Missouri. So these are just some of the examples that we do. And again, I preach to them all week when I talk to them, guys. Fall back on something. And I know every one of these guys think they're going to be playing on Sunday. And we know the chances of that is slim and none, really. So, but most of these guys will go on and, be a good daddy, have a good job, learn how to, be a citizen that produces in their, in their city and their county. And this is what it is. It builds character.
Well, I tell you what, this is going to probably sound maybe a little bit funny, but this is one of my favorite times of the year, especially when we get up here to the All-Star games, because I just kind of like hanging out with you because you're pretty awesome. So we hope you've got a lot more years behind you on this. You guys have done a fantastic job last week with Miss Al game and this one, of course, as well. So congratulations on pulling off another one. Perfect weather for today as well.
No doubt. Thank y'all. And again, thank y'all for what you do for high school football. I can't do what y'all do. Y'all are out here promoting them, and we certainly appreciate that.
Well, you are an awesome host, and we do appreciate being here with you each and every year. So we'll take it back up there to the booth, and I'm going to see if I can go catch Coach Thigpen here and see if we can get him coming out of the locker room. Back to you guys.
Sounds good, Don. Thank you, and thank Johnny for taking his time down there on the field tonight. Right now, the North leads this game 34-7. Mike, do you have anybody lined up over there? I see the North is kind of stretching right now.
I do, Russ. I've got the player who kind of set the tone right there off the bat. The defensive back from Oxford High School, Kingston Gregory. Kingston, what did you see to cut that route off the goal and get that pick six?
I knew the down and distance. I knew the routes that I could get. I've been coached up well at my high school by my coaches. Quarterback stared it down for a little too long. I play receiver, so I know route patterns. It was a three-step slant. They looked at it for too long. I broke on the ball, caught it, and scored.
All right, Kingston, what's the week been like for you being in the All-Star game, getting to see players you played with and played against?
It's been great. Playing against some of these guys Some of them beat me. I beat some of them. But just finally be able to play with when your whole team's good, that's fun. That's a fun team to be on.
Thank you, Kingston. Good luck in the second half. Back to you, Russ.
Thank you, Mike. Mike, of course, works on the Hattiesburg Tiger broadcast. And want to remind you that today's game being made possible by State Treasurer David McRae and his Mississippi Unclaimed Properties. Also, Malone Roofing making this game possible, along with Cricket Wire.
So they're thanking the sponsors. I thank you guys for showing up here on this Saturday afternoon, the last high school football game of the year here in Mississippi. The game is in Gulfport at Milner Stadium for the 16th season.
We got 70 degrees on the coast. That's exactly what people live in Mississippi for. So you're not scraping ice, and this is perfect. And the turf is holding up really, really well here. So
it's grass.
Hey guys,
yes.
Real quickly, I got Coach Chris Thickman down here on the sideline for the South. Coach, maybe not quite the first half you were hoping for, but you got another half to play. You guys got to dig into it.
Yeah, that's what I told the team. We got another half to play. It seemed like everything that could have went wrong the first half went wrong, but I thought we had a really good week of practice. We were sharp yesterday. So, our guys, I told them, I said, look, this is your last high school football game. You want to go out and play with a lot of pride, and, the second half, it could be our half. So
you had that one bright spot in there, a good pass and catch and yardage with Whitehead, and then he carried one into the end zone to get you guys a little bit of the spark. How do you follow up with that?
Well, we got to continue to sustain drives, get first downs, and we got to have plays like that from our guys on offense. Whitehead is an incredible player, and he's done that all year long at Ocean Springs. So hopefully we'll see a few more highlights from him and some other guys.
So we got the business part out of the way about what you guys are here for today, but throughout this week, you guys have had a pretty special opportunity to get together and bond with other team members and coaches. Talk a little bit about how this All-Star event affects you.
Oh, it's been great. This is my second year doing the Benard Blackwell. Last year I was a scout coach, so I had, I knew how some of the things worked, but I thought we had a great staff. Our kids have been really good. They've been coachable, and so we just want to finish it out strong right here in the second half.
All right, good luck to you, Coach. We hope you can get on this one here as we get ready to kick off the second half.
Are they going to try an onside kick like the North did to start the game? They didn't recover it.
South from left to right.
Nope.
Good kick. Yeah, it goes out of the end zone. Mike, you got anything?
Not right now, Russ. I'm working on it.
All right. Greg, a guy that
Thanks
we
for
haven't
the
called
shares.
his name
Thanks
out
for the
of a lot
like
is number
on
72
on
for the South. Grant
YouTube
Kitchen,
and especially on
6'7",
Facebook. Golf Coach High
315
School Football. Couldn't be done without you
George,
guys.
James,
The greatest
Courtney.
fans.
Oh, he's an absolute man-child, and
North will
signed
come
with
out
Southern
turn
Miss,
blue.
so they were able to
3
keep some of the
turnovers by the
recruits.
South.
Did a nice job. Coach Anderson up there is holding that
And 3
recruiting class
touchdowns
together
by the
after
North. All
Coach
those
Huff
turnovers.
departed and went off to Memphis. So,
And
yeah,
it's that extra
number
point.
72, he is a name you're going to hear a lot
All
coming
right
to
at
college time.
Springs only
All
points the
right,
game
play
right for the end
action
of the
pass.
half.
Here's our first pass of this. Oh, almost intercepted at midfield. He had it and dropped it. Eddie Ratliff Jr. out of Brookhaven. He'll see that in his dreams tonight.
Braden Trusty underthrew that ball again, and that one should have been picked off. Goodness gracious.
So 2nd and 10 now for the North. Trusty in there, quarterback.
Should have been picked off, and if he leads them a little more, it should have been a touchdown.
You're right, Mike. Here's a nice run by the North, a first down carry.
And Jeremiah Miller, he puts his head down and just keeps going.
He's not huge, but he's awful quick.
Marlon Jones having to leave as his helmet came off, offensive lineman for the North.
So first down for the North at their own 48-yard line.
And you got
and the football off to the left side.
that was a nice run by the North.
Flag goes down. May get a
That'll be
face mask
holding.
on this.
Well, I think they might get a hold on number 80, William Harris, the big tight
If
end.
you want
out of
other sports
Germantown. He
besides
kinda
football,
wrapped up a
we
little
do have a
strong,
page,
made
Golf
that
Coach High
receiver
School
wide open.
Sports,
Yeah, I think
powered by
you're right,
Max Stats. And we are the hub there for all Coach sports, be it from esports
the North
to archery.
with
We share
ability to
all the
start
other
the
ones, so
third
you don't have to
quarter
go
here. They lead
search
it
all these other
34-7.
high schools if you're interested
Now, these
in.
are the breaks that
We
they need to get
share
it behind the
all
chains
their
here
stuff.
at 1st and 20.
Again, Gulf
A lot of
Coast
times
High
those
School
are drive
Sports powered
killers.
by
You know,
Matt
you got
Stack.
3 downs to get
Of course,
those
you're
20
in the right
yards.
page for Gulf Coast High School football year round. We do not
Trusty
take a
throwing.
break.
There's that pass. It's good. Got all the lost yardage back.
Good catch by William Hall out of Warren Central. Ran a good route, sat down, and made it easy pitch and catch.
Yeah, we got a South player that was not across the line of scrimmage. Yeah, it's going to be offsides by default.
Yeah, somebody needs to line it for the South because that's about the 3rd time they've done that. A coach needs to stand down there at the line of scrimmage and yell, "Get back."
Here's an imaginary line. Don't cross.
Just look down the line. If you see the football behind you, that's not
South
good.
does have the one interception.
Make
That's
sure
how they
that football's in
cast
front
it
of
in
you.
off that Whitehead touchdown.
So it's going to be 2nd and 5 for the North.
But it's been all north.
At the South 47.
The start of the second half.
And the football. Oh, nice.
Man.
Hold on. And a nice run. He's going to keep his feet and go down inside
Good
the
run.
15-yard line.
Great block up
Marcus
front.
Flowers, like he was shot out of a cannon, getting into that
There's
second
the
level, and
comeback
eventually
Flowers.
taken down by Britavius Deer at Equipment. But he's quick.
And they'll go without a huddle now. 1st and 10 from the 15.
Oh, that's a replay. I'm saying he went to
And
the
that
same
run
hole.
doesn't go very far.
They're showing a replay as the play's going
A
on.
nice open field tackle made by Britavius Deer at Equipment, the young man you just talked about.
Boy,
Yeah, we still have the coach
Flowers
record book
had
that
a
will come
season there
open
for
in
Charleston.
January. We had
almost
the
2,000
Statman
total yards
overall
and 23
records for the
touchdowns.
past year, and they'll all post the 10 years that I've been picking games.
Right here, it's
Each
34-7
game
North,
the
and they are
coach
knocking
I
on the
pick
door
all season
again.
long. The coast rankings, I have
Just
four,
starting the 3rd quarter.
5 other voters and myself. And then the power rankings. We're tweaking the power ranking. The system we have. It's 50, 30,
Russ, you just
20.
said about the running clock. That missed extra point in the second quarter is going to keep that from being possible right now. But
to win doing the ranking.
they've got to.
Preseason,
South's
the only
got to
place
get in the
we
end zone.
Post 25 teams ranked.
Well, the North's got the
Ranked
football
top
right
10
now.
each week, every Tuesday.
Here comes
at
big number
7 o'clock.
71, Marcus Johnson.
If you haven't
lineman out
noticed,
of
we do
Madison
like
Central.
when I say
Another MAC first team.
Likes to be consistent. So the Tuesday top 10 at 7, the game predictions at 7 on Thursdays on the regular season.
Has done a super job at
Friday fallout on Mondays at 7. We look back at what
Trusty,
happened on the Friday
one step
beforehand.
drop fakes, throws to the end zone.
Oh, well, they almost got
Jump
it
ball.
over the defender.
That was just good defense.
That's great defense.
Tremendous by Zy Buckley there out of Union.
So we have the hot or not is a post on Saturday. What happens on that Friday night?
Just stayed with it and got his hand up on that football and pushed it out.
He got a little bit of handsy there, but it was just good coverage. Well, he's looking back too.
And nearly a good catch on top of that.
Then here to Benard Blackwell.
2nd down for the North.
North-South All-Star game.
Trusty
Final game
being
of the season.
chased, slips away, wants to throw, stops, throws.
And there'll be several players playing in the All-American Bowl.
Well, they had that listed as 4th down, and so the South will take over after a stand.
Going to have a flag down. I do believe this is going to be an eligible man downfield.
I
for
think
sure.
you're right. And Mike, it couldn't help but be that because
you have
the
any
way that
suggestions,
the
anything you want to
scrambled.
know?
Well, either way, it was either going to be that or intentional grounding.
Right. Yeah.
I always
You
try
don't
to
get a flag
post
one
a
way or
little
the other.
something
All right, the South got
every
some
day.
life.
Again, the National
they do
Signing
with
Day
it.
will be coming up again in January.
Seemed like it seemed like a really
We've
nice
had
young
several
man
players
that
signed
picked
early.
off the first pass
Past couple
today
weeks
and ran it
ago.
in for a touchdown that you talked
State
to.
championships 2 weeks ago. Mississippi
nice
fell
young
short
man, and,
Alabama in the All-Star game,
A little
40
bit
to
nervous.
10.
I
That
told
was
him what I was going to ask him. So he was sitting
And that
beside me, standing
Mississippi
beside me
can't be
while
more
y'all was talking to
competitive
Johnny
in that
Mears,
series,
rehearsing
but
what he was
it
going
is
to
what
say.
it is.
All right, here they go. Nice hole right up the middle. And it
Nettles is
closes
a
quick.
Well,
quarterback.
Kingston Gregory, he talked about he knew wide receiver routes. It's because he plays both up there at Oxford. So he's a very good wide receiver, recruited as a defensive back, and will be playing at Old Dominion next year. So he knows what he's doing on both sides of the football. Very versatile for the Chargers.
Pickup of 2. It'll be 2nd down and 8. This is Parker Nettles at quarterback.
Like a little screen pass here to Whitehead just to get him out into some space and make some people miss.
Going to hand the football. Oh, he chose the wrong side for that for that hole, didn't he? It was wide open to the right.
See, that running the football is tough sledding down there against that north front.
I mean,
That's why you
North
got to
is
find ways
playing
to
pretty
get
good
to,
at defense.
like I said, with a screen pass.
South just had
to
some
kind of
miscues and
neutralize that
penalties.
four-man rush.
Kevon Jacobs.
But hey, that's why we play the game. We keep on going.
On that stop. Third down, we'll call it 6. It's like Nettle's going to change the play at the line of scrimmage.
Got a good mismatch here out on the outside, bottom of your screen.
And that's who they're going to go to, and the pass is wide left.
Way behind him.
That time it was way off.
They were trying to get a number 83, Dwight Thomas, out of Pass Christian. Jeff Stockstill, head coach over there. Known Jeff a long time. Does an outstanding job everywhere he goes. You know, we are blessed, Greg, to have the coaches that we have in this state. They just impress me year after year.
Well, not only with the way they teach football, but they're so committed through the MAC into making these guys young men. And so, yes, football is important, but they're more about teaching them life lessons as well to make them, set that foundation as they go forward.
Yeah, Coach Stockstill, we had him on the live stream several times. A great season by Pat Christian. They just ran into a tough Columbia team who is the only unbeaten team in the state of Mississippi.
He may get around. Oh, there's a nice.
They have a lot of returning players. That is Pat Christian.
Crackback block looked a little too nice.
It did, and who's that number 2 over there that had a little too much? Zay Mays over there from Biggersville is going to get
a little mustard on that one.
He's going to get flagged for that one. But yeah, what a booming kick that was for Peyton Williams.
Nice kick. It's like today's game being made possible.
Oh yeah, so there's 4 coaches that are open and job openings from St. Stanislaus to Harrison Central, Biloxi, and Pascagoula. There will be at least a couple more from what I hear, as there are normally 5 to 7 each year.
Field again.
Bringing King White in.
You can check our timeline. I posted what you need. For most of it, of course, you need to be a teacher.
Here's the snap. Hands the football off.
Teacher.
Nice seal block. Jumps outside. Inside the 50 and down at the 48.
What a run by Crump Jr. out of Corinth.
And unfortunately, the clock is not working on the scoreboard.
Turn on the afterburners. Look at that move.
Nice run.
Just flawless.
Like I said, it's great to see these games because you don't see these players again by the north. I don't see
officials calling we got an injury here on the near side.
Well, yeah, you got one down here on the sideline. I'm trying to get a
third
number on
quarter.
it.
I just don't know how much
We'll
time
take it with them.
The clock hasn't moved.
7:59 to go in the third. North leads it by a score.
So again, Matt Stats, I appreciate everybody joining. Over 200 fans here on the Facebook Funnel live streaming the game as we prepare for the 2026 season. Players going to that next level. Was it a successful season for coach football? We had 14 teams in the playoffs. 3 of them made it to South State, Poplarville, Picayune, and Gulfport. Obviously, Gulfport.
Because they got back out on the field earlier, and
Gulfport did obviously make it in.
Go very far. Patrick Crump again out of Corinth.
That injured player was number 9, Lathan Gavin out of Heidelberg, who's made his way over to the trainer's table.
And looking at his knee. It's like his right knee.
So hopefully he is going to be A-OK.
Yeah, they got elite physical therapy over there looking at him. That's good. Second down and 11.
Well,
that's going to cost somebody.
Poor Marcus Johnson was starting to lean back, tried to hold it, but the rump just kept on rolling backwards and plopped down on the ground.
That'll cost the North 5 yards.
You get that movement in one direction. It's hard
Hunter
to stop.
Dawkins,
Gregory Keaton checks in now.
We have a podcast that he does
6'1",
on
260-pound
Monday, Tuesday.
Linebacker.
I think it's my last time coming on it this Sunday, speaking about the year in review, which I'll have a year in review on the Facebook page.
For the North at
Coast
their own
football.
45.
Coastal Counties is what coast football
Here's
is.
the snap. King White, little pitch
As
out.
much as some fans say Picayune is not a coach,
lost yardage
Poplarville is not a coach football
Yeah, a
team.
little option there.
Fort County is
At
not
that
a
time,
football
King
team.
decided he was
The
going to
six
pitch it.
coastal
Good
counties is
decision.
coach football. The News, WLOS,
Yusuf
XB, that's what they cover. If
linebacker
they've
out of
only
St.
covered the three
Martin
coastal
down here on
counties,
the coast
that's what would be coast
with
football. But
the
it's always been
tackle.
the six coastal counties. So just
Coast had some
live with it.
really
That's
good
just what we
football
are.
teams this year.
I
the
shared a
South
map
dominated
before
with
where it showed how the state is broken down.
state
Somebody did a map.
championships.
I didn't do it.
Football on the
But,
coast.
the Pine
South
Belt,
Mississippi was tremendous.
just different how it's sectioned off.
Here's another
Now, that is the six coastal
run that
counties
does not
consist
go
of
very
now
far.
25
They run into
teams.
a wall.
Christian
That was a
Collegiate
tremendous
went from
defensive stand.
8-man football to 11-man football. They did not win a game this year.
No, they did their job.
And it
South
wasn't their
defense
choice
getting
that
them
they
off the
moved up
field.
to 11-man football. The state
Well, the penalty helped a lot.
MHSAA had said if you have 50 or more
And so
students
now
in your school,
the South
you will
will
play 11-man
have their
football.
chance to
And
get
they just had
their
over
hands on the
50
football with
students. That is
6:28 to go in the
students, not
third.
players.
They got to make up a
So
lot
they
of
just
ground in a
struggled. They
hurry. They're
played
down
good
34
8-man
to
football,
7.
but they did not win in 11-man football. They made our 25th team, so now it's Coast
Yeah,
25.
but you let
We rank all teams.
Whitehead coming on the field late.
And there's another miscue. They've had several of them. The South had, and he still can't pick it up.
The North's going to get it.
Wow, that's
Well, I think it's going to be. Is it going to be dead right there? They're going to call it a
yeah.
fumble.
They can't pick it up on a
They're
punt.
scoring at a touchdown at the moment.
You can't.
I tell you what, guys, neither one of those receivers were set when that kick went out.
Tylen Fortune, number one, was late getting on the field.
Yeah.
But that just sums up
He
how
was
the
just
South
all out of sorts when he fielded that ball.
They're fourth.
So are they counting it a touchdown?
Russ, I believe that will be a touchdown. You and I discussed earlier in the
You
game
can't
about some stories we
advance
had
a
this year.
muff
There's a difference
punt.
between a muff and a punt, but I believe this one was definitely a fumble because he was able to run
Well, that's what I'm saying. He had control, then he fumbled the
his
ball.
ground and
he never
fumbled the
really had
football.
control. But
Well,
It is
a
touchdown. How about that? Nice call, Mike.
I don't know. A
Do
muff
you
punt.
go for the 2-point conversion to try to
Yeah,
make this 35-point?
That's just what I was about to get.
That was a
Same
punt.
question, Mike. Good job.
They said he gained control.
If they
Hey,
go for
fumbled
two
it.
here, it starts a running clock.
Hey, great minds think
Yeah,
alike.
we love
Right?
that play. We appreciate him.
We're
We
down
need
here
it.
on the same
As
level.
many
That's the way it
plays
is.
as you can.
Well,
I think they're going to go for it.
They're sending the offense back out. King White.
So
Yeah, they want
they're
to go
fourth
ahead
miscue for the South, and they capitalized on all four of
into
them.
high speed.
All right,
And
let's see
they'll
what they
have,
do. King White in at quarterback. Can
Trying
they
to
get
get
the
this
two?
clock, the running clock in the All-Star game.
Oh,
They
the
called
old jump
timeout.
pass, and it was wide open.
Yeah, they were going to try the Tebow and
See the
South
bottom,
called
the coach
timeout
kicked in was calling a
just in
timeout.
time.
And they did get it.
King White had already taken that step forward and thrown the football, and he was wide open. Timeout on the field with 6:03 to go in the third quarter. Mississippi's North All-Stars lead the South 40-7. We'll take this 30-second timeout and be back in a moment.
So there you have it, another miscue, and they're going to go for two to get it to a 35-point lead. They won last year. The South, the North did. They stopped the 4-game losing streak. The South does lead the series 37-30 to 5 ties. They did not have overtime, so there was 5 ties. This is the 73rd edition. But I was saying, Hunter Dawkins, HD Experience podcast, great to listen to. Not just when I'm on there talking high school football, but he has a plethora, a broad line of Mobile, of USM. I mean, he just has everybody on there, about 4 to 5 guests. He has some coaches, so it's great that you can look it up. You can find it anywhere, where, as they say, where any podcast is. I don't have a podcast, but I'm on his podcast for about 10 minutes.
To run the
No, the South called the timeout because they didn't like the formation, and so the North's going to trot out
Again,
and
that's
probably
HD
run that same
Experience.
play
Hunter
again.
Dawkins is
I
with
don't
the
know. They got a
Gazette
guy
Gazette.
slipping up.
And sponsorship
safety's
next year.
coming up.
You want to
Close to where
sponsor?
the
I had a
linebackers
sponsor this
are.
year at the Tuesday Top 10 and
That's
the
what
game
happens.
predictions.
You run it in, and you get it.
You get it.
And that's going to be 42-7.
How about
Russ,
that? Yep.
So again, I
Y'all
don't
may be
think
home
that
earlier
clock
than you
right. I don't know
expected tonight.
a little bit.
Well, I actually hate
We'll
that.
see
I
if
mean,
they say how
because
much time
these
is
kids want to be able to play,
Sure they do.
and I do hate that if they do go to this running clock, which they have not started yet.
No,
so
they haven't.
I'll be all for not running a running clock here if they're not.
I
gonna do it.
agree.
Here's my question: how long has it been since there's been a running clock in the All-Star game?
A couple years ago there was.
Oh, was it that? I was not. I hear.
No, you weren't here for that one, but they had one. I remember
But
Hey, Russ.
Yeah.
You had one that day when it rained so much. Remember?
the monsoon
The
game.
monsoon game. It wasn't
Yeah,
a
that was
35-point
muddy.
deficit, but it was definitely a running clock that day.
I'm pretty sure everybody wanted to get off the field quicker that day.
Yeah, well, they were ushered off the field by a lot of water. Today's game being brought to you in part by Hallmark Hyundai.
And those interested in Miami at Texas A&M, Miami leads it 3-0. Kind of a surprising low score.
Knocked down and picked up.
Thank you for joining us on X at Coach Football, on Facebook, that's the Coach Football, and on YouTube at Coach Football. I am on TikTok. I'm not streaming on TikTok. That's Gulfport High School football there on TikTok.
Good return, and it looked like it was going to be a bit of a fire drill after he couldn't corral it.
Well, again, the South, you don't know, they are in red, and they do
something
trail
nothing into something, that's for sure.
And the clock is
42,
running.
35.
I think they have 40 members per team, right?
45.
45. So there's a good chance right now, if you haven't been in the game, you're going to be in it.
Well, the South is going with Keenan as the quarterback.
So unfortunately, it is a running clock. Again, the last time that these players will be high school players anyway. Again, they're all
First and
seniors.
10 for the South. Here's the snap. Getting a little spin move, and he
Last time
spins
for
right
I
into
don't know
the
how many
tee.
players play football.
Boy, if he got 2 yards, he earned that, didn't he?
I mean, to his
Nothing wrong
credit,
with that.
the other two quarterbacks have not really done anything. So why not go with Kaysen here, the fan choice to be in this game?
So it's good to see Casey Cannon. He had a great year with Hancock. Went up to West Jones, beat them in an upset game, and then lost at the following week.
Twin receivers to the right.
Several offers,
Here's the snap.
and then, of course, Stroud.
Gonna run it off the left side, pick up a couple of more.
Whitehead looking for some running room.
Well, he's looking to run behind Graham Kitchen.
He has the only point for South Stroud.
Boy, 6'7", 315
Whitehead.
pounds out of Nanawaya.
Well, not to be outdone, you've got Chad Wyndham. Nope, wrong side. 75.
Third down, they're going to look over to Coach Dick Penn to get the play.
Aiden Newell here on the near side, the right tackle. 6'4", 315 from Brandon.
Here's the snap. And he may have it. Just quarterback keeper.
Jonathan Wright from South Panola shooting through there to get that tackle. Again, there's the ends. I'm so impressed with the North squad and the speed that they have.
Fourth and short, they're going to go for it. Why not?
Got it.
Got it.
We'll see who the MVP of the game will be. As again, a running clock. It will
Kyson
go by.
Kanan, okay. We're going to make sure we get that right. Kanan.
Got that right because of Carey. That's it.
Well, thank you very much. We want to make sure that it's right, Mr. Kanan, the fans' choice.
That's right.
To make this game. Maybe he can lead them on a scoring drive here.
Well, the South was, I don't know what they're, running up to the line for. They can't blitz, but they can stay right there in that area where the defensive line is. As the ball caught on the slips. Ooh, slip screen.
That's bumper cars right there.
Fortune with the catch for the South, but picked up about a yard.
It's a good throw. It just they could not pop it into something as McCurry Covington out of Kosciuszko ate that one up.
Here's the snap. Good hard run down to the 40.
That's Cephas Pruitt out of Perry Central. Haven't called his number a whole lot today.
Perry Central had a good year. I'm telling you, a lot of these teams on the coast that we don't normally talk about had really good years.
They really, really
That's
did.
what we're here for, to shine the light on the coast.
Quarter all
As
the way
Russ
to
was
the
saying,
Gulf
well, we
Coast.
haven't really heard of that. Well,
Third
that's
down,
what
they need
I like to
five.
do. What a lot
There's
of
Whitehead. He got the
other
5 and more.
taken down.
however you want to call them,
at the
social influencers,
33.
digital creators.
And making that tackle was Tayshawn
Shine the
Walker.
light on the coast.
Out
Talking
of
ball,
Humphreys
y'all.
County, played with
With
Timothy James,
with Play
6'0",
Sweet.
170.
And it has so many. Hunter Dawkins with the podcast.
So a
And there are
first
so
down
many other
carry in
ones
the South
that
on
guys
the move. Are
go
you
follow.
surprised they're not throwing the ball?
So it's okay. Give
Well,
them
I think they're
a
just trying to
shot
put together a
and
drive, a good drive
that they
together.
can feel good about.
Correct.
He's
Now it's
does a
unfortunately it's
little
not
bit of
about
both.
winning
He can
or
run.
winning the
and
game. It's
pass.
just about
He's
trying
really
to
stepped up his
have
game
something
under Coach
positive
King.
to take away from
Hancock,
it.
who came over from
Yeah,
Greene County.
Yeah, Greg,
Again, it'll
that's a
be
great
the end of
point.
the
At
third
this
quarter
point,
here.
it's character
It
building.
is a running clock.
And just enjoying the last little bit of this.
Yep.
And hopefully, put a touchdown on the
Make
board.
the most of it. He's gotten several offers. It's like triple it last week, man.
Rondé
MVP.
Baker checks in
I don't know
to
who's going to
the
be the MVP
backfield
of
now for the South.
South. It may be
Gotta hurry, though.
right now Sherrard,
Coming to the end of
unless
the quarter
Casey
already.
goes in and drive this down there to score. Sherrard has
Twin
the
receivers to the
touchdown
left.
for the South, but then you also
For the
have the
South,
interception
second
by the
down and
South.
8. It'll be Rondé Baker.
North is a
taking it
little bit. I mean, they have
across the
4
30 to the
turnovers. And
29.
they had an interception and a muck punt. They picked up and scored. Straps.
Oh, he got tackled
Strip
that time
sack
by
that they got
Donovan
and
Hawkins.
scored on a few plays
6'2",
later.
325.
I don't know who for the North will
Big
be
boy.
the MVP. But that'll be the end of the third quarter, just
And
like
a
that,
time-
because of the
well,
running
that brings us to the end of the third quarter with your score. The Mississippi North All-Stars lead it by a score of 42-7. We'll take 60 seconds down the line and be back.
Anyway, so as they take that break there, a minute break, and they see what the South can do with the ball. But again, Coach Record Book is coming up mid-January. You have signing days, more players going up to that next level. You follow us on X at Coach Football. This is where this is live stream. Also on Facebook, Gulf Coast High School Football. Appreciate the fans. Been doing this since 2010. And it grows every year because you have players that move up. How do teams get better every year? They have to go down to their middle school players and grow up from there. The teams that have struggled over the years. Not saying they're not giving an effort, they just have struggled. Be it Long Beach, Bay High is there. St. Stanislaus, first time that made the playoffs. I mean, they're good. Their coach stepped down. They struggled this year. But the teams that are not there, Moss Point, Coach Jenkins, in the playoffs. It's a 5-region league that he was in, and they won the right game to make the playoffs. They lost the first round, but still to make the playoffs is good. They're not wasting any time.
In there, if you're going to try to make a living that way, you got a long afternoon ahead of you.
Yeah, but Whitehead picked up that first down.
That's why we look at teams that are consistent year in and year out. Why is that? Coaching, yeah. Players down the pipeline that move up through the middle school, junior high, that's where I think it comes up to. There are player transport.
No doubt why
Yeah,
the
players
fans
have
chose
moved
this
to
band
change
to
teams.
be here today. Listen to the Terry High School band.
Fourth quarter, you can see
It's like a
47.
mini sonic boom of the South.
All right, going to run the football. Nice hard run again.
And by Pruitt, Cephas Pruitt.
But a great season, great state championship games, not just because the South teams all 4-1, the way they won, the way they ended the championship games in a Hail Mary rebound, as they called it, against Tupelo, 21-20, half off the weekend. With Columbia going on to South won 4 out of 7 championship games. I don't know where the state championships are next year. Normally they're rotated. So I'm assuming those at Mississippi State will go to Ole Miss. I don't think it will come back down to USM.
Oh, nice fake there.
But that's what Kaysen does, and that's just couldn't get
Good
around.
run by Kane in there.
You can hear some of these coaches.
He's real close to the first down marker. Looks like they gave it to him.
And as well they should.
And great to see Parker Nels was in there. Of course, you have a lot of the coast out there too.
By the
Not
fans,
currently
the
because the
fans'
North
choice.
is
I
out
think we're
there.
understanding why.
But
This is one of the better
both players
drivers of the day
again
for
was
the South.
on the coast,
Of course, you got
south,
Whitehead
on the
behind
coast
him.
on the South All-Star.
Gonna hand it to Whitehead. He bounces outside
Wow.
and he's taken down.
I mean, next year, 7A.
Just as I say that the North was kind of letting up.
No, West Harrison was going to make it in there. Stapleton signed with Gulf Coast. He's gone. Quincy Patrick will be there.
DK Wallace, he's a great story. I mean, he's ran the wishbone at quarterback for Ridgeland. He's playing defense here.
I thought they were going to make the playoffs this year. Fell short to Biloxi. Biloxi loses.
Ridgeland surprised a lot of people this year.
Who will be filling the spot there? Biloxi has so much hype coming in before the season. They did have injuries as
get moving on the South,
but I thought they were, and they did make the playoffs. But again, they were one and done against Oak Grove.
Tried to snap the ball before the quarterback was ready.
They had a lot of great players. Yotville's right there, Coach Ladner.
Mike, we were just observing that the North
finally made the playoffs.
Of course. Are you seeing a lot of different
you made it
players
last
in the
year.
lineup, or
You
is
made
it
it
the
this
same ones?
A lot of different players in the lineup, but still, that
Well,
North
that's
coaching
Yotville.
staff coaching them hard.
Head coach,
They want more than 42 points.
Josh
Here's
Ladner.
the snap. Cannon will take it himself around the left side. He's got room. Oh, wee.
Now, let me tell you
Casey's no
something.
score.
That young man, Kanan, delivered that blow. He did not accept that blow.
And I don't know.
And he's the one that
call him
knocked Preston
Canaan. It's
Crump
Casey.
way out of bounds.
I
Regardless,
felt
as
that
a
one in
fellow
my chest,
announcer, I know
Kevin.
how
He was right
sometimes
here
it
in front
goes
of me.
in pronunciation.
He eyeballed him as he
A
went
nice
towards
run
him.
there,
You
but
could see it in his eyes.
Yotville,
I'm about to lay you down.
Coach Ladner
Kanan is tough.
Man, is he
fourth
fan favorite.
That may be why he was a fan favorite. He
season
plays
there.
hard.
Finally get back-to-back playoffs. Now they're looking for their
Rick
first
said,
playoff
he's the
win
one that
against
delivered the
Yotville.
blow. Here's the snap. Cannon hands off.
Still up.
Oh,
Still
didn't stop
up.
anywhere.
Boy, he didn't go down
Nice
easy,
run.
does he?
No, Pruitt,
Of course,
he is,
those
again,
playing
he's adding a
who's
lot on his
favorite?
drive, but
Their
again, a
golf course
little,
losing,
impressive
of course,
5'11",
Nettles,
180-pounder from Perry
Peters
Central.
on defense, Cooper Crosby going to Mississippi State.
Kanan, it's
Man,
important
I
to
don't know.
note
It's
he's
going to be
the
tough.
latest of the
Coach
three
Chandler,
quarterbacks to
Spring,
have
they'll have their
185.
quarterback come back. They'll lose,
He lowers that shoulder, though. He's hitting like a 200-pounder.
top right there, Whitehead, who's in the backfield.
Here's the snap. Going to hand it off. Whitehead, not much there.
And I think if Whitehead scores,
He
Taking
was
him down was
swallowed up by
he'll
75
probably be the
Jeremiah
MVP of
Jackson
the
at
South.
Noxubee.
That would be his. He's
Still
only he has
making
the
about-
first,
still
only
making a
points
first down
for,
and about
South
2 inches to go.
in the second quarter, but he's coming out the game now. I think
Well, it's first and goal, but like you
Cason's
say,
going to run
Mike,
it
first
here.
and a couple of inches, they're in.
Cason's, I want to say, is going to run it.
Cannon will set
Go
him
back.
down. Going to hand
Nope.
off to Baker, and that
Nice
looks
easy
easy.
run. Baker to touchdown maker.
And I think the North team, Greg, the North All-Stars, just put a exclamation mark on this game.
Well, I'm glad to see the South finally get on the board. That they have something positive to take from it, and
Yeah.
the fans over here that
I know they
good
said it was
turnout
Baker. I don't
for
know
the
what
South
school
gave
he
them
was
something
from.
to cheer about, and it was the Coast guy that led that drive in
Yes,
Canaan.
sir. Well, the North just, they got penalized a couple times.
Let's see if I can get Kaysen. I want to ask him about that hit.
Yeah, he may not be able to talk to you.
Hey, Kaysen.
Hang on a second, Don. We're going after this attempt. We're going to take a 30-second break, then we'll come to you.
All right. Okay.
Well, good. We'll be able to hear
Extra
from
point
Casey.
coming for the
Nice
South.
young man. Know his dad. And it
Wyatt
takes
Jones
a
out of
family to
Summerall. The kick
and
is up.
hey, if you have a player that wants the light shine, certainly
It's
DM
good.
us.
42 to
Or if you're on
14.
X, again, DM us on
North
X or
All-Stars
tag us.
still lead this one big. Don't go anywhere back.
So 30-second break. But yes, if you're a parent, coach, anything that wants to shine the light on your player, we try to shine the light on as many as we can. And I keep on saying it's mainly me, but I'm only myself, and I do certainly try to shine it, but I can't follow everyone. I miss people, miss players. So certainly DM, say, hey, my player did this. My player's got an offer to go here, go to this training camp, this clinic. We certainly will share it. No problem. Especially on X, we have, I know we have over 11,000 here on Facebook, and over 12.3 on X.
Fourth quarter done. You got
Okay,
your man down there?
Yeah, I got Kaysen Keenan here. Kaysen, talk to me a little bit about that in run there with that pop you hit. That guy, you saw it in your eyes you were going to take him out.
Yes, sir. Man, saw him coming right at me, and no other way to get around him, so I tried to lower my shoulder and was able to run him over. But good drive there. Finally got in at the end of the game. Just had to prove what I'm capable of. Sometimes,
in life, you not giving everything you want. You got to work for it. So in this game, being voted late into the game for the All-Star game, I was one of the last ones to get selected. Man, just waited my turn, and God's always got me. So went out there and drove right down the field for the second touchdown of the game.
Good job, buddy.
Well, that's an impressive young man right there.
Yeah, that was great. That was great. You got to take your opportunity. We know all in life, off and on the field. Take your opportunity when you can. And you see the clock is running because it was a 35-point lead for the North. That's 1 o'clock. You know, I like to see him not have a running clock, but again, this is the last game. This is the last time these players will be in high school here playing. They'll either go to the next level, be it JUCO, D1, D2, D3, or they'll go off and raise a family. Maybe not this time, go off and start a career, not necessarily in football. There's nothing wrong with that. If you don't play at the next level, you played all your 3-4 years in high school, and this is it for you as a senior.
Wants to throw down the middle. He's got his
That
man.
is great. Nice
The
throw.
first catch and more, and he got away. Got a block. Trying to outrun the South.
Nice.
And it's inside the 20-yard line, inside possibly the 10.
Degarius Clifton, the little 5'11", 170 receiver
Yes,
from
first off,
Shannon. He's going to be off the north.
that was good that he was able to get in there. I know they try to split the time
Hey,
to have, 3 quarterbacks, not 4. I don't know how many exactly they have. And then that goes to other positions
Here
too.
we go, running the football off the left side.
Well, they're showing a replay after. So
Who was it that said they were going to try to hang 50? Was it the South?
That was the South.
Not going to happen today.
Well, the North took that to heart, and they said,
again,
okay, you think, okay, we're going to
North
try.
will win it, be their second
Now, with the coach
straight
of the
win.
South saying that, if the North
But the
scores,
South
will
still
they go
leading.
for 2?
I only assume that the game will be
I would.
here next year at Gulfport. I haven't heard anything official. Again, this is their 16th season played here at Milner
Throw out
Stadium
there. He needed a block.
on
and
the
he
grass
got it.
field. Nice
Going out
little
of
swing
bounds
pass
really
there.
doesn't do anything since the clock's running, but it's a nice pitch and catch there.
Gulfport Admirals look to build a
Yeah, the
stadium
follow-up to
on
what
campus.
what
which
Coach
is the
Thigpen
east-
said last night about hanging 50
Probably
was
about
Coach Price coming up afterwards, and
20
he said,
minutes or so,
here's the
maybe
trophy
30
right
minutes
here,
depending on
guys.
traffic
So North,
from this stadium.
if
to
you want
east
to,
at
I mean South,
Gulfport
if you want to get your picture made with it, you better do it tonight.
School supposed to open next year. I don't know. I haven't seen any
They had a
pictures of
They needed to calm Marcus Flowers down, and
but
I think
they
he's
said,
gonna
I don't think they
get off
will
the field.
close this stadium, Milner Stadium. They play here
All right, so
for a long
Trusty back
time.
out there at quarterback. Braden Trusty from Grenada. Hands the football off. Nice hole on the left side. Picks up about 6.
Patrick Crump from
You know, he talked about 7A
He's gonna be
with
playing at
Coach
UT
Springs and Gulfport, the top dogs there. Guyville looks to make noise. And Coach Ladner looks to make the winner's first playoff game. He'll be back for the Warriors.
Back from old Mississippi college football days. UT Martin.
Those are the top 3, and then
So there is
Lex
a
made it in.
timeout
and
time. I would actually
West
stop
Harris
the
and
clock
St.
right
Martin.
now.
They got some more players coming up there. And Coach Woody, coach from last year, he was on the coaching staff. And he was
A couple of
head coach
cold
last
nights
year.
too, I think.
Made head coach.
They want to remind you of today's game. Big
And then you have, with St. Martin and Harrison Central. Unfortunately, they ran on some tough times, and their coach has stepped down. Now they're looking for a head coach. So again, 7 teams in 7A. And then 6A, with the Picayune looking to tie Stone with the most regions wins in a row.
Out of those, Russ.
See,
including me.
Keep them out the end zone. Again, running clock.
Here we go. Going to run the football. Oh, yeah. Look at that. Nice run.
Well, these guys are all trying to make a name for themselves for the player of the game on offense. So Crump's
But
trying to do his best.
again,
You
Picayune,
had Clifton trying
over
to make it into the end zone.
Pascagoula,
Nice pitch and catch by Clifton. It
but
was
Picayune defeated Pascagoula. That's they won the straight region.
Russ,
Pascagoula was
the coach
second.
for the North
Hancock,
called victory
defeated
formation, and his players
PRC.
started booing.
Coach Feast for PRC.
Well, that answers that
Beat
question.
Picayune top region
They
straight.
don't have to
Great
listen.
win for Coach Feaster. We had him on
I
the
mean, they'll never see the coach again.
In an all-star game, that is an option.
Right.
And a
All
bright
right, here we go. First and
PRC.
goal to go for the North.
Although they do have that's a weird victory formation.
Trustee going to take a knee.
I don't think I've ever seen that.
I've not
So
seen that either.
42-14.
They had Flowers
Will
they
be
had
the
Crump about
final.
20 yards behind him, and that's
We'll
going to do
keep
it.
it here and on the because they'll give out the.
That's right. They went to shotgun because they know they can't blitz, so nobody's going to get in there. And that's going to pretty much do it. What a big win for the North All-Stars in this Benard Blackwell All-Star Classic, number 77.
I don't know if they'll stay on. We'll stay on as long as they stay on here.
Very excited about
But just all combination from the first possession of the game, and the 6-6 by the North. That was all she wrote. 4 turnovers by the South to capitalize on all of them. North. And then North did throw an interception. The South was able to score on our right head touchdown run late in the second half. And there at the end, more South was able to get other.
And you know what, Greg? They set the tone early with the young man that Mike talked about a moment ago.
Kingston Gregory with that pick 6. I'm trying to look here at this.
They will have the announcement.
We haven't seen a score like this for us since 2014, but the South won 48-14.
Again, these are all seniors. That's what plays in the All-Star games in the
this many points.
Mississippi All-Star game and North-South. You have to be a senior. And unfortunately, it does not include the private school.
North
doesn't include MAI.
over there.
Not since 1980, when the North scored 41. That's the most points since 1980 for the North.
I think that game was actually played in Lat Stadium.
I appreciate everybody joining us on this Saturday afternoon. A lot to come of Coast football.
For a couple of
The
years.
right place, go get paid. Again, you have a player you want to shine a light on. You don't have to be a senior. You can DM me. Say, hey, my son is going to this camp. Hey, huddle highlights. I share them. Most as far as highlights, they're mainly shared on X. That's where most coaches scout. And then the Mississippi JUCO report on X also. Again, playing JUCO level, there's no shame in that. That's what people I know. Player that was at Gulf Coast, lots of players that didn't get any offers, played at Gulf Coast, and got drafted by the Steelers in the NFL. So it can be done. Everything goes the other way. A lot of players won't make it to that next level. Won't make it to college. They'll make obviously the NFL. The odds are just have fun, enjoy it. I know the red team, the South, lost the game, but you know, we look back and enjoy it. If you played in it, you got nominated, you got
There
selected.
are a lot to pick from today.
I would think
So many
Ballard
stars from the North.
would be
You
for
don't
the
want
South. If it was my vote, I don't vote.
someone up here and then be different down there.
Well, my bet is for the North. I'm guessing it's going to be Whitehead for the offense.
Yeah.
That's my guess.
For the defense for the North, it could be Curtis Cole.
Potentially, yeah.
North getting their picture made right now.
Could also give it to Kingston Gregory with the pick 6.
A nice thing to see the coach players
Bakari
against
Covington had a
Provo on
tremendous
the
game in
South.
that first half. He was in on every tackle, it seems like.
Any questions, comments, please post them.
Each year,
Certainly
the
appreciate you
allows
guys
football
joining us
fans
on this
across
Saturday
Mississippi
afternoon.
to select players to the rosters of the Benard Blackwell All-Star Game, along with fan choice, favorite team, and favorite band. This game's fan choice awards from the South, from Hancock, number 0, Kyson Cunnan.
Or Casey Keenan, whatever they
pick.
Yeah.
And from the North, from Germantown, number 0, Mike Johnson.
Mike Johnson with the touchdown pass as the receiver.
Yes, he sure did.
Oh, did that's great. So yeah, I was watching and didn't know that. Again, great to see players that are not from the coast. Mississippi has a plethora of.
The Bill Stewart Award is presented each year in recognition of the high school all-star player who is outstanding in his actions on and off the field. The award was created in 1955 by author Slick Morton of Greenwood, the former head football coach at Mississippi State and the originator of this game. The award is named for Bill Stewart, an outstanding athlete at Southern Miss and Mississippi State who lost his life in the Korean War while serving his country in the U.S. Marine Corps. The plaque on Bill Stewart Award reads, "To the all-star football player whose attitude, character, and conduct on and off the field best exemplifies life and endeavors of Bill Stewart, athlete, gentleman, and..."
Okay, what happened? Well, that's not good. It went out. The audio went out. Come back, bring it on, bring it on, bring the audio on. It's like flashback to the state championship game when it went off at 10:30, and we missed that drive where we were able to get it live. That's on our timeline if you want to watch that. The 7A state championship game, but the audio just went out. I didn't do anything, that's not good, but
it's now time to present the C-Spire Academic Achievement Awards. The C-Spire Academic Achievement Award from the South is from Pearl, number 15, Jack Durr.
Congratulations, Jack Durr from Pearl.
And the North C-Spire Academic Achievement Award goes to number 72 of Louisville, Cameron Skeen.
There is life after football, and you got to think about that.
And now for the presentation of the 2025 C-Spire Most Valuable Player Awards. The C-Spire South Team Most Valuable Defensive Player from Heidelberg is number 9, Lathan Gavin.
He did have a good game.
Russ, do you want me to talk to the North MVP if I can?
Yes, please.
Okay.
Don, pick up the
and
South
the C-Spire South Team Most Valuable Offensive Player from Ocean Springs, number 2, Sherrod Whitehead.
There you go. That's what I figured it would be. Sherrod. He scored the first
natural there.
That was a very fitting selection.
And he ran the ball good.
Didn't get that announcement. What was it?
The C-Spire North Team Most Valuable Defensive Player from East Webster's, number 8, Prentice Cork.
Prentice Cork. That was
Yeah.
God, we got some walking wounded down there today. I mean, they were hitting. A lot of ice.
Yep.
And the C-Spire North Team Most Valuable Offensive Player from Germantown, number 1, King White.
Very fitting. Four very good selections for offensive and defensive MVPs.
Absolutely.
Again, I can't wait to see where King White winds up playing football for what college.
And now for the presentation of the championship trophy goes the head coach from East Webster, Ron Price, and the North All-Stars.
It's 2 in a row now for the North, Russ.
Yes, it is.
Right.
A little tighter last year than this year.
Here we go.
That makes it 37-31 now.
All right, Russ, I got them here with me.
All right, take it.
Got with me the offensive and defensive MVPs for the North. First, for the offensive player, what did it mean for you to get the award today?
It means a lot, but I gotta give all the credit to my receivers and my coach. We put together a good game plan. We had a good 3 days of practice, and our receivers made plays, and they got in the end zone for me.
How difficult was it to only have 3 days of practice and get to do what you did today offensively? Because it seems like y'all have been gelling for the whole week instead of just for 3 days.
It was pretty difficult. First day we came out, we were kind of sluggish, but after that, we talked to each other and we learned our strengths and we was rolling after that.
Thank you. Good luck in the future.
Did he pick a college yet?
Here with the defensive MVP now. What did it mean for you to get the MVP to be on the defense?
It feels good to get MVP. I wouldn't have did it without the coaches or without the players on the field with me and all the hard work that we practiced this week.
Okay, and another question is, how difficult was it to prepare since you only had 3 days of practice?
We practiced hard for the 3 days that we had, and I mean, we practiced for 3 days. I mean, we got all in it, and we paid attention to what we need and everything.
Held into only 14 points, so that must had a good game plan, didn't he?
Yes, sir.
All right, back to you, Russ.
Thank you, Mike. Don, let us know if you've got one.
I'm ready.
Go.
All right, I've got my defensive MVP. It's Latham Gavin here, and then I've also got our offensive MVP for the South, Sherrod Whitehead. Latham, we'll start with you. Obviously, a defensive struggle for you guys today, but the things that you take from this field today, not necessarily about points.
Yes,
Tell me about what you learned today.
It was. He didn't play as much as obviously he probably wanted to, but again.
So we always got to bring each other up, even when we doing our wrong things. Bring each other up. That's all we got to do.
Yeah. So what's next for you as you move on from today?
Just be myself. Be a leader as a teammate. I always encourage people if they're doing wrong. So.
Congratulations on your MVP. Appreciate you, buddy. All right, Mr. Whitehead, I'll tell you what, you guys had moments of brightness. You never gave up. I tell you what, tell me about offensive MVP and what that means to you.
It just means a lot. I put in a lot of hard work back at home at Ocean Springs. I got a great support system around me, my mom and all my family, and I'm just taught never to give up. My mom never gave up, my aunts never gave up, nobody ever gives up around me. So it's just in my blood to not give up.
Talk about the brotherhood that you guys developed this week alone, just as being all-stars. As they say, once an all-star and always an all-star. How do you take that from here today and keep in contact with these guys?
Everybody wants to win and everybody wants to compete. And when you get a bunch of guys that love the same thing and put them around each other, I mean, you just bond and you just click. So having a brotherhood, all these guys out here are my brothers, man. We just love to play ball. We love to have fun. And that's what football is all about, having fun and then passing it on to the next generation. So I'm just grateful.
Congratulations to you, man. Appreciate you. Great job
Don,
today.
Did he pick his college yet?
Oh, hey, Whitehead, where do you think you're going to go to school?
Still be decided. Just tune in.
Still undecided. Okay, he's keeping it a secret.
He's got multiple Division I offers, and when you're weighing all those and the transfer portal getting ready to open, I guess that'll determine where he will ultimately decide to go.
Well, a big thanks to Mike Peterson and to Don Barnes for being our on-field reporters today. A great job down there. And I love the fact on this game that we can talk to the players and because it's a little bit more relaxed atmosphere. Big thanks to Bobby Gross and Alan Berber and Chris Saxton for putting the production together. Also for all of the camera crews. Okay, so the cameras today will be Ryan Groby, Ty Bailey, Will Thompson, Jack Flynn joined the crew today. Big thanks to Jack for joining the TV crew today.
Yeah, they had great camera work today. Great job by all of our guys.
Especially on the pick six. I mean, and that lick there at the
when Kanan lowered the boom. That was some great camera work by all those guys today.
I don't know if we can find that play. Probably can't. The lick that Kanan put on that was, to me, the hardest hit of the game.
Yeah, I just wish the South would have had more of those today. They waited late to lay the licks.
Woo! I'm going to tell you, that was one, though. And he popped up. Johnny Mims is to be commended for just a really good product today and last night. Seems to do it year in and year out. We're honored to be a part of it. I want to thank Dave Shouse for leaving his bunker in Boone, North Carolina, and making it down here today and finding 75-degree day. I want to thank the weatherman for having us out on this one tonight. Greg, again, it's always a pleasure working with you. You're one of the best prepared people I know when it comes to finding about
these guys.
And it's not always easy, is it?
No, it is not, especially in this game because everybody's still waiting to make a decision. Ms. Al's really easy because they're all so highly recruited,
right?
And they've already made their choices by then. But these guys weighing their options, and so a lot of them will wind up at junior colleges. A lot of them may not play again. And so that's what's so touching about this game is you'll have guys that are going to continue their careers, but for many of them, this is the last time that they will step on a football field, and the emotions kind of come out for them. And we're just proud to be able to show that to you all at home and to their families and their friends, and that they'll have a chance to go back and watch this again to relive the moments of their final high school football game.
And for us at Friday Night Under the Lights, it brings to an end the 35th consecutive season of every Friday night, giving you all the scoop and the scores across the state of Mississippi. And a big thanks to our sponsors for making that happen. And big thanks to MPB Radio, because there's so many people, Greg, that drive from the north down to the south for ball games. And because MPB does, with all their towers, it's really good that we've got that association with. A big thanks to John Chapman for working with us on that. And I'll tell you, it's just been a great 2 weeks. The score today, final score, 42-14. The North wins it, win 2 in a row here in Gulfport. So for all of us at Friday Night Under the Lights, we'll say so long, and we'll talk to you again next August. Good night, everyone.
Oh, yes, that's that will do it for them. And Russ Robinson and company. They'll go live. That'll be it for them. So, but certainly appreciate it. Again, you have any questions, comments before we sign off here for the last time of 2026? Again, those I'll replay this, show it again probably tomorrow. I'll review it to replay it, so people who might have been at the game or just didn't see it, I'll show the replay of this broadcast of the game. Fortunately, the South just was never in it from that pick six that started it on their opening possession for the South. The North took it back. Then they scored again to make it 14-0. At one point, it was 28-0. And 4 times they had miscues. A punt that was bad. That Connor couldn't pick it up for the South. The North recovers. They score a few plays later. The strip sack, they recovered it deep in South territory. So it happens. And now the second straight win in a row for the North. The South still leads the series 37-31-5, as they do not have overtime in these all-star games. So 5 ties. 16th season there at Gulfport at Milner Stadium. This is the 73rd edition of the Benard Blackwell game. Appreciate everybody joining us today for the Saturday afternoon, the last game of high school football in Mississippi. And what a season it was, to start off in August till December, the 4th, 5th, 6th, I believe it was, the state championship games at Mississippi State. Do not know next year if it's going to be at Ole Miss or back at USM. They usually rotate between the 3 main colleges there for the state championship game. But I can tell you, it's always the week after Thanksgiving, which is that first week of December. But the games will start there late in August. The players are already practicing as far as working out wise. We see the coaches on the Facebook page. I share Coach Feaster. Again, he shared working out his players. I believe Long Beach or Pasco Christian or Bay High, one of them was showing there. And in the workout, lifting weights. That's where championships are won now. They don't waste any time. They may have off for Christmas, but they'll be back at it. The coaches, players, the family. I mean, it takes a lot to run a team, and certainly appreciate it. I'm glad to be a part of it now for the 20th year when I started calling high school football for 2005, and then starting this Facebook page in 2010. All the players that have come through the Facebook page, some of them are still here. When I do my flashbacks, I usually do it in the morning, sometimes at night. And to have players that I share, this happened in 2013, this happened in 2015, and now they're pillars of the community or just, work a 9-to-5 job and are still missing that football time. You haven't been forgotten. in that aspect, and the players who shine the light for those players today certainly, appreciate that part of it. As the game, if those are interested, Texas and Miami are tied at 3 each with 2:25 left to go in the game. Texas just turned the ball over, and Miami is well in field goal range to win this game, which Texas was like a 3-point favorite in that game. So, of course, last night Alabama won over Oklahoma. So the state champions have been crowned. The all-star games have been played. Players are going up to the next level. Coaches looking to be hired. 4 coach teams right now. I'm still looking at 2 more to have an opening. I do not know which teams exactly. I'm not going to say, but we do know St. Stanislaus, Harrison Central, Biloxi, and Pascagoula all are looking for new head coaches there. So I certainly appreciate it. Again, the coach record book will be opening it up in mid-January. We will have the stat man, the overlook that I did of all the coach games predictions for this past year, and then the overall record for 10 years now, the 10th season that I've predicted every game that a coach team has played. That will be coming out. So much more will be coming out, and so much that has been coming out that's pinned to the top of the Facebook page. We certainly appreciate it. You guys taking the time to look at that. Any players that want the light shined on them, we certainly try to shine on all the players as much as we can on Instagram at Coast Football, at TikTok at Gulf Coast High School Football, on X at Coast Football, and of course here on Facebook at Gulf Coast High School Football. If you want all the other sports, Coast Sports, our rankings there, but I just share. I do a little bit more here on this page, but it's a hub for all the coast schools, even dip down to middle school, in all the sports, be it archery, bass fishing, but the softball, baseball, even football is shared on there. Gulf Coast High School Sports, powered by Matt Stats. Go over there and follow that page. But again, lots more to come on this page, just because this was the last high school football game being played. So let me see. What do I see on here? Oh, they must be re-airing. Okay. So appreciate everybody joining us. I'm going to go ahead and sign off, unfortunately, for the last time of 2025. We look forward to the 2026 season. As far as the live streams, we look to bring them bigger and better. This past year, I think, went fairly well to come on after the game's over with, be it 10:30 till about midnight. And we look to have more fan interaction, to bring some fans on the live stream. We had coaches on there. We certainly did. We try to get some players. I'm more in contact with the coaches and players. But we look to have fans come on the live stream post-game. So you tell us what you like, what you want to see, what you want to hear. And we certainly will try to bring it to you. If you're looking for a late Christmas gift, you got the okay. Well, I was trying to. Anyways, the visors that I have, I do have them in red. I have about 9 or 10 left. If you want a visor, it says at Coast Football on there. You could DM me. They're $25, and they're sports tech. They're Velcro in the back. I wear mine all the time. You see me out in public, say hi. But I am selling those. I did make a handful of them on there for the fans if you want some for a Christmas gift. But they are $25. They are sports tech, and again, it's Coast Football on there. But support, your teams as you do. Thank you for supporting us. And if that's going to be it, 3 hours, 3 minutes away from being on for 3 hours. Certainly appreciate, again, those who are joining us. So for Matt Stats and the Coast Football family, we will see you in 2026 on the live. Until then, check the timeline. There's a lot of stats and a lot of information coming your way. Have a great, happy holidays. and we'll check it